very good morning. Welcome back to Shop on TV. How are you guys? It's so good to have your company. My name is Charlie. And you know what? I don't know about you, but it has been warm the last few days, hasn't it? This show is all about helping to keep us cool so we can get that good night's sleep. Now, you may have heard lots about Mulberry Silk. We're here live until 3 a.m. Here with Ray. We're going to be talking to you about all the benefits that you're bound to love about Mulberry Silk. But if you've already seen it, you already heard about it, and you've been waiting for them to be back in stock, here are the details for you. We're going to be talking about duvets. We've got Mulberry Silk pillowcases. We've got Mulberry Silk mattress toppers. We've got pillows. We've got all sorts. So we're all about helping to get you that good, cool night's sleep. Do you know what? We're going to start off with the duvets. Now, why the duvets? Do you know what? I think the most important, crucial thing to help get those 40 weeks. Well, I'm amazed to say, and I'm so pleased to say, we've got all of the sizes in stock at the moment. Now, I won't lie to you, history tells us that lots of these do sell out. So if you flicked on and you're tempted by this, do not wait. Well, here are the details for you. So we've got, these are, by the way, these are all standard UK sizes, so big box tick there. You've got the single, and look, you're saving £30 if you go for the single there. The double, normally £239, but you're saving a good amount of money on that one too. £179 is our price today. The king, normally £259, is now lowered to £199. The usual price of the Super King is £279, and it's £219 with us today. Now, you can spread that cost interest-free using PayPal Pay in 3. But you know what we're talking about here? How often do you get a guarantee on a duvet? You know, is it going to be what, 2 year, 3 year? This is a 10-year guarantee on your duvet. It's machine washable, and this is your all year round duvet. In a nutshell, why do you love Mulberry Silk? It's designed to keep us nice and warm in the winter, that's great, but let's be honest, it is hot at the moment. It's designed to keep you feeling just right. You're never too hot, you're never too cold, and that's the natural properties of Mulberry Silk. We're going to get into that in more detail very, very, very shortly. But if you are tempted, if you want to see what else we've got on the website, have a look at the web right here. This is shopontv.co.uk. So we've got 100% Mulberry Silk pillowcases. We've got some gorgeous colours there. The white, the Arctic, that might be the first one to go. We've got, at the moment, all the sizes of the duvets in stock. The mattress pads for different sizes. We've actually got mattresses themselves in the king size. Do you know what? I think one of the most crucial thing to get that good night's sleep, quite often pillows get overlooked, don't they? We have got Mulberry Silk pillows. And they're discounted, ordinarily £60. Today, live, you're going to save that £20. It's £40 for a Mulberry Silk pillow. 100% triple A grade Mulberry Silk, I might add. Do you know what? We did say the show's all about keeping us nice and cool. We got, well, I want to say 2 fans, it looks like there. In fact, we've got 1 fan, and we've actually got a cooler. This is the Swan 5-litre Nordic Air cooler. This uses ice packs that come with it, and it draws in warm air, filters it, and expels ice-cool air. That, my friends, is going to be brilliant. Maybe you work from home, if you've got home offices for your bedroom, maybe it's just for when you're watching TV in the evening. Honestly, you just put tap water in, but for the daytime, if you want to, yeah, if you want to keep cool, if you can't concentrate because it's too hot in your home office, then this is going to be absolutely ideal. But it's not just a fan, it expels ice cold air. It comes with ice packs. That is refreshing, folks. Do you know what? If I'm too hot, I feel so sluggish, I can't focus. I like to keep nice and cool, and that's going to help you do keep in that lovely refreshed state. So £89, 99 pence, and again, add it to your basket and do check out. That is, well, honestly, I've seen lots of fans, and do you know what? I know lots of people have told me, I've seen posts on social media, when they go to a shop to buy a fan, and surprise, surprise, they've sold out. You know what? We buy things when we want them, don't we, quite often? When it comes to weather like this, people rush to the shops and look, all the shelves are empty. If you order that fan now, you're going to have it literally in a few days' time. So there we have it. John, this is all about the duvets. If you're looking to get one thing today, the duvet, the Mulberry Silk duvet, honestly, I think it could be the best duvet and the only duvet you'll need to buy. Because this isn't just for summer, no, this is for all year round. But again, a 10-year guarantee. How often do you hear that on a duvet? 10-year guarantee for peace of mind. But I'm talking about Mulberry Silk. This is not just any Mulberry Silk, by the way. This is AAA grade. We're going to talk to you, Ray, about what that means. Let's say hello. Ray, good to see you. Very good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning,
Charlie. I don't know about you, but it has been hot the last few days.
Very, very hot.
I know. Right? Do you like the summer? Do you like the spring?
The honest answer to that is, in short bursts.
Yeah.
I can take heat. I wouldn't like to live in a very hot country permanently. You know, I enjoy the heat in short bursts. I also enjoy the shade.
Yes, yes.
When I go on holiday, very often I find myself enjoying the heat but sitting in the shade.
Yeah, this is it. And you know, I know lots of people who love the sunshine, but when it comes to night time, they struggle to get that good night's sleep.
Yeah.
And that in a nutshell is why Mulberry Silk can really help us, can't it?
You know, the interesting thing, Charlie, this might surprise some of the viewers. It might surprise you as well, Charlie. As a company, we're in a very fortunate position, and I'm not being boastful when I say this, I'm just giving you a fact, that we're in a very fortunate position. We can sell as many duvets as we are capable of making.
Right.
Right? So we're very lucky in that respect. Now, here's the interesting thing. We sell slightly more duvets in the summer than we do in the winter.
Right, I can understand that.
And I'll tell you why that is. In the summer, people tend to overheat in bed, right? What happens in my house, to give you an example, in the winter, my wife likes to sleep with the bedroom window slightly open. I would like it closed, but she likes it slightly open.
Right, okay.
And that very often happens. Two people sharing a bedroom, one likes the window open, one likes it closed, different temperatures, right? But in the summer, this is ironic, she likes the window closed.
Oh, right.
Now, the reason being, in the summer, lots of creepy crawlies.
Oh, the bugs, especially got lights on.
Correct.
Yes, yes,
come into the bedroom. So people tend to overheat very badly in bed, in the summer in particular. Now, silk, pure silk, as long as it's pure silk, and we must stress, everything we are offering this morning in this channel and television is made by the official Mulberry Silk Company.
Wow, okay.
Right? Our head office is in Vancouver, and we trade internationally in 35, 36 countries throughout the world. Everything we are offering is 100% pure AAA grade Mulberry silk. There are no inferior fibres mixed in with any of our products.
Wow, okay.
With the duvet, for instance, the top cover is Egyptian cotton, 230 thread count.
So that's luxury, isn't it?
Yes, it is, Charlie. In the bedding industry, any thread count above 180 is considered to be luxury.
So we're well into that.
So the top
category.
cover is luxury. Now, the filling within the top cover is AAA grade Mulberry silk, and it's long fibre Mulberry silk. Each strand of silk within the duvet is over 1 mile long.
Wow.
Unbroken in one piece, over 1 mile long. And each duvet, these little silk cocoons, right? On that little cocoon, you can see in my finger, believe it or believe it not, there is over 1 mile of silk.
Wow, isn't that?
On that little cocoon. Now, in one duvet, you'll find there's about 5,000 or 6,000 of those little cocoons intertwined. So in one duvet, you have roughly 15 miles of silk.
Wow.
Long fibre. It's machine washable, a cold wash, 30 degrees.
Okay.
You can either tumble dry or line dry. And here's the interesting thing, Charlie. Once or twice a year, on a warm, sunny day, such as we've had for the last week or so, if you're lucky enough to have a garden, take it out, drop it over the washing line in the garden, and the UV rays of the sun will totally purify and cleanse it.
Oh, great, good idea.
Right? Now, the most important thing we haven't mentioned about this particular duvet, it carries the coveted Allergy Board certificate. To the best of my knowledge, and I'm sure I'm correct, it's the only silk duvet currently being sold anywhere in Europe that has the Allergy Fort official certificate.
Oh, we can see that here,
I have
yes.
a copy of it here, look.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at the very bottom of this,
Oh, yeah.
you'll see it's issued for 1 year at a time.
Yes.
Now, the Allergy Board do that for a reason. They're very clever. Very often you go into a place of business, there are certificates in the wall that have been there for 30 or 40 years. They're brown with age. And sometimes the companies who have these certificates, they let the manufacturing standards drop. Now, Charlie, that cannot happen with us.
Yeah.
The Allergy Board call into our premises unannounced. They don't phone up and say, I'm coming in Friday at 11 o'clock. They just walk in unannounced.
Right.
And they check that all the claims we are making are authentic. All of our premises are sterile and clean. Now, we have this certificate, not only for the United Kingdom, we have it for Canada, USA, the UK, Ireland, all of the EU countries, New Zealand and Australia. That's roughly 35 countries. Now, the reason I mention that, Charlie, very often what satisfies the authorities in Canada will not satisfy the authorities in Australia.
Right.
But on this occasion, the quality of the product is so high and the manufacturing process is so perfect, they can find no fault.
Really?
And as a consequence of this, we have been granted this very, very special certificate. Now remember, the duvet is guaranteed for 10 years.
That's incredible.
10 years.
You don't
right?
often associate guarantees with
What
duvet.
we're asking the public to do is buy one and try it.
Yes.
If you don't like it, simply send it back. And we will refund your money instantly. No arguing, no fighting on the telephone, instant refund if you're not delighted. But I must tell you, every year in the UK, in Britain, we sell, fortunately, we sell tens of thousands of duvets. And the amount we get returned, this is a fact, would fit in a normal, small supermarket trolley. People buy this product and they fall in love with it. It'll keep you warm in the winter. It'll keep you cool in the summer. It's machine washable. It is a 10-year guarantee. The duvets we have in my bed at home are 36, 37 years old. My wife washes them on average 2 or 3 times a year. They wash beautifully, they dry beautifully, they're luxury to sleep under, no dust mites at all, none in silk. Dust mites do not like silk. That's not Raymond saying that, that's not Charlie saying it, that's the United Kingdom Allergy Board saying it. They tell you here in simple language, dust mites do not like silk. Too dry, dust mites don't like it. So if you have allergies, this is without shadow of doubt the duvet you should be sleeping under. It's a joy to sleep under, and if you buy one, you will be thrilled with it. Of that, I'm totally convinced.
Yeah, and Joel, we get so many good reviews, don't we?
Yeah.
Endless reviews. And Joel, people maybe do suffer with allergies. That's a big reason people do go to Mulberry Silk. But I think for me, especially now, at the moment, it's such a perfect time to try it because of this hot weather. It naturally expels the heat from your body. And honestly, I know lots of people who have these duvets, and they say, Charlie, I'm never too cold, I'm never too warm. I'm just comfortable. It just feels right throughout the year, even during the coldest months of the year, let's say maybe January, February, or I don't know, heat waves like we're literally having at the moment. They just feel right. So I'm going to sit here and obviously confidently say, if you're going to get this at some point, if you can get this now, firstly, because of this hot weather, you're going to really, really feel the benefits, that cooling benefit of Mulberry Silk. It regulates naturally your body's temperature, but it just feels so luxurious and gorgeous. Talking about reviews, actually, we had one come in not so long ago from Steve. Steve, if you're watching, thank you. He says, morning peeps, got something to say. I love my Mulberry Silk Duvet. Best purchase I've ever made, genuinely. Message to your viewers, get one, you will not regret it. Steve couldn't say it better myself. And honestly, it really does make a point. And when you think about things we spend money on, sleep is just so absolutely vital. It's crucial. And you know what they say, just for our overall health, it is absolutely vital, isn't it? Maybe it quite simply is your duvet, your pillow, that's keeping you awake because you're too hot. And you know what, normally, quite often people this time of the year, it's one leg out, they're tossing and turning in the night, you move the pillow over, your duvet's off, oh, then you get a bit cold, and then, oh, you have a bit of relief, don't you, for a minute or so, then you're too hot, and then before you know it, it's 2 a.m, 3 a.m, 4 a.m, and you're clock watching then, aren't you? That's no good. You all deserve to get that good night's sleep. So what if it is your duvet that's keeping you too hot at the moment especially? Well, that's a good reason to try these Mulberry Silk Duvets. Again, they're all UK standard sizes. If you want single, double, king or super king, you're getting a discount on whichever size you choose to try out for yourself. And don't forget, for your peace of mind, 10-year guarantee. Loving that. If you are going to go for any duvet, you can have them on PayPal. That's PayPal paying free, so you can spread that cost interest-free. And if you order it now, you're going to have this in a few days. You know what? If you're dreading that night's sleep, if you're thinking, oh no, what if I don't sleep tonight? You're looking at the weather forecast. You're not going to worry about that kind of thing anymore. You're likely to get this home and experience a lovely, comfortable, cooling night sleep that you feel just right all the way through the night. We have people on the phones already. Now, I've got to say, we're going to be joining our friends on ITV1 about 10 to 1. When that happens, because we haven't done this for a while, because we're back in stock with the sizes, and because people love Mulberry Silk, especially during the hot summer months, these are going to be flying out. We are ready. We've got more people in the call centre. We are ready to go. But yeah, because it's not a big bulky duvet, it doesn't need to be. It's not TOG rating. It's not that's completely irrelevant. That's for synthetic fibres. This is all you need to do. You just need to select the size you want. But you can see there it's filled with AAA grade, 100% long fibre Mulberry Silk. This is your all year round duvet. We're just in there, very compact. People can store it away. They can take it in the boot of the car when they go on holidays. People take it camping. People take it at caravans and so on. But how often do you think about washing an actual duvet? If you got one of those big heavyweight ones, again, it's irrelevant with Mulberry Silk. You don't even worry about TOG ratings with Mulberry Silk. Some of them you can't fit into your washing machine, but these ones you absolutely can. Again, 10-year guarantee. I honestly think this could be one of the best things that you purchase for you, your other half, your kids, your family. Maybe, do you have an elderly relatives? Your mum or dad, do they struggle in the spring? Do they struggle in the summer? Well, what if it is simply just their duvet that's keeping them too warm so they can't get that restorative night's sleep? Go for it. Try it. It's one PayPal payment today, and there's your right number. It's 212998. But the easiest way to shop, you can give us a call, or you can go to the website. It's the quickest way, shopontv.co.uk. So the second you go to the website, this is the page you'll see. You can do it on your smartphone, your tablet, your laptop. Click Live Deals, scroll down, and you'll see the whole range of the Mulberry Silk category we got lined up for you today. Again, we're here live until 3 a.m. If you've got any questions, email us in. It's studio@shopontv.co.uk. We'd love to hear from you. Any questions whilst we've got Ray here live for you. But there we go, drop down menu, choose whichever size you like, add to your basket, and do check out. Again, we're busy already. I know this is going to be flying out because of the weather. Yeah, people have checked out already. Another one's just gone. It's going to be flying out at about 5 to 1 with Join ITV. Right, OK, we talked about duvets. I think another thing that gets overlooked when it comes to sleeping are pillows. They are also crucial for getting that good night's sleep. These pillows are just right. Do you wake up with a bit of a sweat, a bit of a clammy neck, feel a bit damp? Oh, and you're moving your pillow around. You're searching for that cool spot on your pillow, aren't you? You get a bit of relief, but then it goes warm. You flip it, and you're tossing and turning all night. That's no good. These pillows, because they're Mulberry Silk pillows, they're designed to keep you cool all year round and warm during the winter too. But let's be honest, it's really hot at the moment, isn't it? So wait, so this is still the same quality of mulberry silk on these pillows?
Yeah, pillows, Charlie, it's hard to know where to begin.
Yes.
Getting a decent pillow apparently is very difficult in the United Kingdom. This will shock you what I'm going to tell you, Charlie.
Okay.
And I'm sure it will shock the viewers as well. And I would advise any viewer to check these figures that I'm giving you now. Check them on a computer. Go into Google or Wikipedia. Check them, because I haven't made these figures up. Every single year in the United Kingdom, Charlie, this will shock you.
Go on.
At the very least, 10 million cheap, nasty, horrible pillows are bought by the public and thrown out, and they end up in landfill.
10 million?
10 million every single year.
That's horrifying.
10 million last year, 10 million this year, 10 million next year. Now, every single year in the United Kingdom, over £100 million is spent by the public buying cheap, nasty, horrible pillows.
Like synthetic polyester.
Yeah.
Oh.
You've seen them yourself. You're in the supermarket, you're walking along with your trolley, and there they are on the shelf. 2 for £10.
Oh, yeah.
There's a picture on the girl. She's always sleeping like this beautifully. Her hair's beautifully done and makeup's beautifully done. She has lovely white teeth.
Yeah.
She's smiling.
Airbrushed.
She looks wonderful.
Yeah.
2 for £10. And on impulse, you buy them. And after you've bought them, you get them home, you put them in the bed, and you think, oh, mistake. Now, the problem is, when you buy a pillow, say from a supermarket, and you take it home and you don't like it, they won't take it back. This is what they say. Under the Health and Hygiene Act, it's been slept on, so we will not take it back. Charity won't take it from you. They say, no, I'm sorry, it's been slept on. The Salvation Army, they refuse to take them.
Really?
What they say, take them to a cat or a dog home, and they'll make dog beds out of them. 10 million every year. Now, this is the pillow I sleep on at home.
Right.
I bring it with me when I come to Manchester, so I can hold it up to the camera. A potential customer can look at it and make a judgment. Now, we tell you on the label exactly what's inside this pillow. If you were to, we're not trying to hoodwink anyone. If you were to cut this open, in the middle, you have a pocket of fibre to give you support for your neck and shoulders. All the way around that, you have layer after layer after layer after layer after layer of AAA grade mulberry silk. It's not little pieces of silk chopped up and thrown in a haphazard fashion. Each strand of silk within this pillow is over 1 mile long and is woven in a honeycomb fashion. Now, this pillow is machine washable. This one I'm holding up has been slept on for at least, well, just short of 6 years. It's the one I sleep on at home. I've slept on it for roughly 17,000 hours. It's been washed at least, I would say 20, 25, maybe even 30 times. Wash it a cold wash, 30 degrees. Tumble dry or line dry. When you wash it, it cannot and it will not lose shape. Can you see what I'm doing? I'm scrunching it up. It cannot lose shape. The top cover, Egyptian cotton, 230 thread count. The filling, absolute luxury. Allergy board approved. Dust mites do not like silk. Anybody with allergies, this is the pillow for you. And remember this, and again, if you're thinking of buying a pillow tonight, check this for your own peace of mind on a computer. Now remember, they're not trying to sell you a pillow. They're just answering questions in an honest fashion. And they will tell you silk wicks away 30% of its own weight in moisture or sweat. So in hot, sticky nights like we've had for the last 7, 8, 9, 10 days, when you put your head in this pillow, believe you me, you're going to have a much more comfortable, sweat-free night's sleep. If you have long hair in particular, this is a pillow for you. You won't waken up in the morning with the back of your neck swimming in sweat, and you can wash it as often as you want. Now, you can only buy this pillow from 2 people, from myself or from Ideal World. Ideal World buy them from me. Now, the buyers here are very professional. They're tenacious. They're good at their job. They buy very large quantities at a very special price. And then they do something wonderful. They pass the saving on to the viewer. You can now buy this pillow this morning at a very special price. I sell them on my website per pillow, £60 each and £5 postage. Shop and TV have them on offer for £40. So you save £20 in every one you buy. But here's the good news. This pillow is sold with a no-nonsense, bulletproof, money-back guarantee. If you buy it and you don't like it, I promise you, we will refund your money without one word of an argument. But here's something that will shock you, Charlie. The Bedding Association reckon, now they're clever people, they know what they're talking about. They reckon if all pillows were sold with a money-back guarantee, the percentage it would be returned could be as high as 60 or 65%.
Wow.
Now, when we started selling this pillow just over 6 years ago, in the first 13 months, we sold 86,000 pillows in 13 months, right? Now, I've been selling stuff in television for over 50 years, and I always judge the success of any product that we sell, not on the quantity we sell, but how many we get returned. When we sold this pillow in the first 13 months, we sold 86,000. We didn't get 60 or 65% returned. We got 19 individual pillows returned out of 86,000.
That's incredible.
That is incredible, isn't it? What we've done, we've taken the 2 most famous fabrics in the world, Egyptian cotton and silk. We've put these fabrics in the hands of a company who have a stellar reputation for manufacturing quality products. We have backed it up with a 10-year guarantee, a money-back guarantee. You have nothing to lose by trying this pillow. We sell mountains of them, buy them, especially in this hot weather. You'll wonder what's hit you when you sleep on them. You're going to have the most perfect, sweat-free night's sleep. Money back if you're not pleased.
Oh, so you can't argue with that.
No.
That's so fair. So whilst we've got them in stock, just try it.
Yep.
Get them home
That's
and try
all we're asking.
Get that saving.
We're not asking you to keep it. If you don't like it, it's not like a husband, ladies. You don't have to put up with it. You can have it, have it returned.
Well, and do you know what? Every time I look at this, and it just feels just right.
Charlie,
you know, the shape's
it's
just
luxury.
perfect. It just feels right.
Absolute luxury.
Absolute luxury. And honestly, get this home and try it. Like Ray said, no nonsense, money back guarantee. Save that money.
No dust mites.
No dust mites either. Yeah.
No, I mean that's such a big
because they
thing.
can't survive on Mulberry Silk.
Especially
it's too dry.
for people with breathing problems in hot weather like this. I have 4 sons. Martin, one of my sons you met,
right. Yes.
And he suffers in the summer with hay fever. It's terrible. And people who have pillows that are filled with feathers and all sorts of junk. Do you know, to give you an example of the rubbish that some companies put on the market and the public buy, we're here in Manchester, right? 7 or 8 months ago, I was in a very large retailer here in Manchester. They had a mountain of pillows on sale, Charlie. I'm not talking about 2 or 3 dozen.
Right.
I'm talking about hundreds.
Really?
£6 each. Now listen to
what's
this.
in that, though?
Listen to this.
Yeah.
You're asking what's in it. Now I'm going to tell you.
Right.
When I read the label, That pillow was filled with recycled plastic bottles. Now, can you imagine the last week or 10 days, really hot weather? You've bought one of those pillows for £6. You've got it in your bed. Your head's sleeping on a pile of plastic.
Hot plastic.
Hot plastic. 10 million pillows like that end up in landfill every year. Over 100 million pillows, 100 million pounds are spent by the public every year in Britain buying bad pillows. Our pillow, 19 returned out of 86,000. You won't send this pillow back. You'll keep it because it's quality at a special price.
Well, a very special price.
Yeah.
Very special.
£20 off.
£20 off. Buy as many as you need. They look luxurious too, don't they? They just look so plump and inviting. There are 3 payments of £14.98. So 654-433. Do you know what? There's one thing I would recommend adding into your basket when you're buying a pillow. It's one of the Mulberry Silk pillowcases. These look beautiful. Now, there are benefits to them as well, but we'll get into that. But first and foremost, they look fantastic. They've got that gorgeous lustre that people absolutely enjoy. You know, it's 100% Mulberry Silk, AAA grade Mulberry Silk. So you're still going to get that cooling, gorgeous benefit of Mulberry Silk. Which one are you going for? I went like the white, which we call the Arctic. That could be the first colour to sell out, but we've got the sage. That's my favourite. We've got the desert, and you've also got the white. So yeah, the Arctic is the pale blue one we got there. The white simply called the white. So 001 108, and it's a drop-down menu when you go to the website. You just add whichever colour you like into your basket, and then just check out. But you know, when you walk into that boutique, that 5-star luxury hotel, you look at the bed, don't you? It looks so presentable. It's so inviting. The pillowcases give that impression. It's that lovely, luxurious lustre that people just find so inviting. But, of course, it's Mulberry Silk, so it's designed to keep you nice and warm and cosy in the winter and nice and cool. You know, just feeling just right during the summer too. And you know what? There are some materials out there that can just draw out moisture in your skin. And if you're spending money on night creams, expensive products, your pillow could be drawing that out. And that just defeats the whole point, doesn't it? But with Mulberry Silk, it doesn't do that. And that's why people love it, absolutely love these. You're saving £10 as well. Get as many as you need. So 001 108 is going to be item number. Ray, they look stunning, don't they?
Well,
they look like 5-star
I hope the camera could pick this up and what I'm holding in front of me. This is one I've just taken out the packet. When you buy it this morning, this is the quality that you're going to be sleeping on for an awful long time. Now, when I'm doing a live presentation, Charlie, people come up to me, they say, I've read about these pillowcases. They stop your wrinkling, don't they? Now, Charlie, they get an awful shock when I say, no, I'm sorry, nothing stops your wrinkling. And ladies and gentlemen, nothing will stop your wrinkling. Eventually, your skin will lose its elasticity, and unfortunately, as we get old, we will wrinkle. Some people quicker than others, but we will all wrinkle. Now, silk slows the wrinkling process down dramatically. In silk, as long as it's pure silk, and this is pure, everything we are offering this morning is made by the official Mulberry Company. Our head office is in Vancouver, and we trade internationally. I always tell people, especially when you're buying pillowcases, please read the label. There are no inferior fibres mixed in through this pillowcase. Very often, Charlie, what some companies do, quite a lot of companies actually, it's not very nice actually. What they do, they get cotton, polyester, they polish it so it looks like silk.
To give it that lustre.
And to the untrained eye,
that's awful.
You can't tell the difference. Now, what they do, they put a silk label on it. In Britain, you're allowed to put a silk label on any product as long as there is 10% silk in it.
Is that it? Really?
Yeah, it's disgraceful. 10%.
That's awful.
Now, these are 100%, tells you here, we have to put it on by law, 100% pure AAA grade long fibre Mulberry silk. the king of silks. That's what the silk industry call Mulberry. They call it the king of silks. Now, Charlie, there can only be one king.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Some would love to be king, but sorry, there can only be one king.
Yeah.
And in the silk industry is Mulberry. Now, the other thing I should mention, right, in silk there are 18 amino acids. One of them is called sericin. Now, what sericin does, as you sleep, it keeps your skin hydrated. It actually traps the moisture in your skin. If you're sleeping on a cotton pillowcase, cotton does exactly the opposite. It will take the moisture from your skin. It will dry your skin out. That's not ridiculous sales talk. That's a fact. It will dry your skin out. And when your skin dries, the wrinkling process is accelerated. Now, ask your hairdresser what pure silk does for your hair. If he or she is knowledgeable, they will tell you there is no static in silk, so it cuts out frizz. And if you have long hair in particular, you don't have to tie it up at night. You don't waken up in the morning with bedhead, right? So this is the most beautiful, pure silk. Another thing I should just warn the viewers about, this has happened quite a lot recently. It happened to me last week. I was at an exhibition, funny enough, in Glasgow, where I live, at the Scottish Exhibition Centre. And the lady came up to me, she said, "Can I see your pillowcases, please?" And I handed one to her. And she took it in her hand like this, and she said, "Oh," she said, "your pillowcases, they have silk on both sides." And I burst out laughing. I said, "Well, of course they do." She said, "Well, I bought some on the internet." She said they were £47.50 each. I bought them as a gift for my niece, and they only had silk on one side. So beware when you're buying silk. Make sure it's Mulberry. Make sure it's got the official company Mulberry label on it. Make sure it has silk in both sides. Now, when you wash those pillowcases, the sericin never washes out. We estimate this pillowcase will last you 20 to 25 years. Wash it as often as you want. It is sheer luxury. It will keep your head and your skin lovely and cool, especially in this very hot, sticky, nasty weather. Lovely colors. This is the white. We have the desert sand, we have the avocado, we have the ice blue. They're all beautiful modern colors. My advice to you is to buy a pillowcase or 2 pillowcases, and you'll be thrilled with them. And if you're not, I keep repeating this, I don't want to bore you to tears, but we will refund your money without one word of an argument. Please believe me.
Well, honestly, and do you know what? We believe the reviews as well. We get so much good feedback.
People love them, you know.
It is absolutely the best
Charlie,
time to
just look at the quality of that silk. Do you know, I travel to different countries selling silk, as I'm sure you know, Charlie. And in Britain, you'd be hard-pressed in the whole of Britain to find 50 shops selling silk this quality. There will be 1 or 2 shops selling silk this quality.
But beware, because...
I'm telling you, you'd have to be very lucky to stumble upon silk this quality.
Yeah, especially at that price as well.
Price.
Well, ordinarily, I mean, £45 would be the price, because it is 100% AAA grade Mulberry silk. That is a good price. But look, it's one of those incredible deals where you're saving good money. You're saving £10. It's £35 per case. Would you like the Arctic, which is that lovely, gorgeous sky, like an ice blue? You've got the white, the desert, the sage. Which one are you going for? 001 108. Now, if you're new to shop with us or new to shopping telly, all you're going to do is go to the website, shopontv.co.uk. You can type in the item number. It takes you directly to it. Or you can click live deals, scroll down. You'll see the full range of Mulberry silk we got for you in the early hours this morning. But how do you hear 10-year warranty on a pillowcase? So it's a 10-year warranty.
If you have any member of your family who takes a pride in their appearance, male or female, young or old, who takes a pride in their appearance, who wants the skin to look good, who wants their hair to look good, who wants just to have an enjoyable, decent, peaceful night's sleep.
Yeah, this is it.
A silk pillowcase is absolute affordable luxury.
Yeah.
affordable luxury.
Affordable
I mean,
luxury.
I have no hesitation in saying, if you were lucky enough to find a shop selling pillowcases this quality, you'd pay over £50 for
Yeah,
them.
oh, I guess, yeah.
Really would,
Don't
you
doubt
know.
it, yeah. And again, we've got the colours in stock at the moment. These have sold out time and time again. But look, we put out all the stops. We've managed to get all the colours in for today. 3 payments of £13.32. It's just that one today. Well, I've got to say, go to the phone lines. Lots of you are ordering already. We're going to be joining ITV1. They're watching Dard at the moment. We're watching ITV1 in about 15 minutes' time. We're going to be joining our friends up in Scotland on STV shortly after that. When we join them, there's going to be a lot of people watching, and a lot of people, I reckon, maybe struggling to get that good night's sleep, especially at the moment because it is warm. These, well, not just the pillowcases, everything we got from Mulberry Silk, I personally believe is going to be flying out. You know what? We're going to take a pause from Mulberry Silk. When it comes to keeping cool, there are some really clever gadgets out there. We've got the most incredible, well, I want to say towels. They're more than that. These are the Insta-Cool magic towels. You get a set of 3. You wet them, you waft them, and they can drop down, well, let's say 10 degrees or so in seconds. Maybe your lady going through menopause, or whether it's for you, your other half, your kids, your dog even. Yes, maybe to good sports day, take it to the gym. But for this time of the year, even if it is just going to be sitting in your living room, or maybe you just want something cooling next to you when you sit outside on the patio. Do you know what? £14.99 for a set of it. It comes with 3 bags as well. But do you know what? You can put this in your pocket. You can put this in your gym bag. Gym's absolutely ideal. You activate them with water. But Joel, rather than me talk to you, Richard, who brings these to us, is a big fan, as is our Rob. Let's remind you why these have been a very, very popular item.
You know, I've always wanted to look cool, and I've never managed to pull it off until now, because here is Richard Meyer looking incredibly cool.
Thank you so much. Now look, with the weather starting to change, maybe you're planning your holidays, the weather's starting to get hotter and hotter, these are going to keep you cool. Now they're a little bit of magic, and we're going to explain how that magic works to keep you cool less than 10 degrees lower than the air temperature in seconds. Now this is your magic towel by Insta Solutions, and it's going to actually keep you cool wherever you go, whether it's walking the dog, whether it's out doing like exercise or anything like that. These are brilliant, even for your pets. Now they work by using a magic technology which cools them down to lower than 20 degrees less than the air temperature.
Can I just say, it's not magic, it's science.
Let me show you.
You know, yeah, just for the record.
All you do is charge them up with water. Now let me just show you, this water's been here to get the room temperature here in our studio. So if we have a look, the water is at 35.3 degrees. Now we're going to soak the towel, the magic towel, and this is how you energize it. Yeah. No batteries needed, no charging here. Literally, you dip it into water. Now this could be your water at home. This could be the water from the sea while you're on holiday. This could be a lake while you're going out walking.
Brook.
And you literally just rinse it all out, and that is now charged, ready to cool down.
Right, okay.
Now just to show you, the temperature of the towel is exactly the same now, 32.6 as our room temperature.
Yes.
But watch what happens when we activate the magic. Now to activate the magic, all you do is you pull 3 times, 1, 2, 3, maybe give it an extra 2 for luck, waft it in the air, and it starts to lower the temperature of the towel. Now that's lowering the temperature of your skin when you're wearing it, taking it out maybe for the pets. So let's have a look. We're talking about 10 seconds here, 32 degrees in the room, 21.3 degrees on that
Just
towel.
remember, you have to do, I call it, tuggy, tuggy, waft, waft.
Less than 10 seconds and it starts to go down about 10 degrees.
Cool neck, cool face,
Now,
cool forehead at night.
Keep you cool on your neck, keep you cool on your forehead. You could use these absolutely anywhere, whether you're doing exercise, whether you're going on holiday. Remember, all you do is put them in the water, rinse it out, and they are ready to go, fully charged. Now, just so you know, inside the pack, you get these little cases. Now, that will last a week with the water ready to go, and you can use it anywhere you like. So you can have these in your bag, take them with you everywhere you go, ready to do it. But remember, the magic happens as soon as you give it the tug.
Tuggy, tuggy, waft, waft.
Little waft in the air, and this will last for up to 3 hours of cooling.
3 hours?
Now remember, 32 degrees was the room temperature here in our studio.
And it was 21.
18.2
So it's still getting
degrees.
cooler.
It will still keep cool and keep you cool for up to 2 to 3 hours. Now, you could take these out when you're walking. You could take them out when you're sunbathing. You could take them out when you're going for a jog or a run. Something like this is going to keep you and your skin cool all the time. It's like magic. In fact, it's really science, but it will work for you absolutely anywhere. Now, look, let's have a look. My skin at the moment, so if I do this on my neck, my skin at the moment, 34.9 degrees. But where the towel is, 18.2.
Wow.
So
do you know, I have trouble sleeping, really huge trouble sleeping at night when it, it's so cool when it's in the summer. So these are amazing. You can just literally fold them up like this and just put them as a cold compress on your
and remember, you can wet them.
Forehead.
That charges them and keep them in the little storage.
Do you need to cool them in the fridge first?
No, you have to do nothing. This cools themselves down from the normal room temperature. Look, I'll take this one again. So if we have a look right now,
it's amazing.
Our room temperature now, 34.3. We're going to take the towel, you dip it in the water. That's how you charge them up. Ready to use instantly, or a week later if you put them in the
room
pouch.
temperature water.
Take the water out. So again, let's have a look. We're now at 33.6. We've not done the magic.
No, we've got to do the magic
now
first.
We're going to. Remember the 33.6.
Say it with me, folks. Ready? All together now. Tuggy, tuggy, waft, waft.
3 tugs, 4 tugs, waft in the air, and then start to cool yourself down. Instantly, it starts to reduce its temperature. It was 32.9, but the towel, 22.5.
Wow.
22.5.
Now, Rich, you get 3. So you get the blue, the green, and the pink, are we calling it, I suppose? £5 each, basically. They come in the pouches with the carabiners, so you can attach them to your gym bag, on your rucksack, wherever you happen to be going. And again, you could be camping. It could be really, really hot camping, and you're near a pond or something. Just dip them in, or a public toilet even. It doesn't matter. Or if you get the dogs who are overheating, they're big enough, you can put them over their backs.
You can,
You know, you wrap it around your neck as a cold scarf, over your forehead, whatever you want to do.
At home, if you've got young kids, if they get a temperature or something like that to keep them cool. Now remember, it was 32.9 the temperature in our studio, the temperature of the water. Now, have a look at that. 18.4
Can I just say, you know, if you get in the car on a really hot day and it's, say, 34 degrees, and you turn the air conditioning on, what do you normally set it to? About 18 degrees, right? This is like personal air conditioning. Well, I mean, it's not got a compressor and, you know, and a refrigerant, but it uses this special technology fabric that cools the water down, and it gives you the effect of air conditioning, which is it cools you down. $14.99 is the price. You get 3 of them from Handy Solutions, the Instacool Magic Towels. How long do they last? I mean, and do you wash them if they need to?
You can wash them in a normal wash. Don't use your
fabric
softener and stuff like that.
Right.
But you can wash these in the normal wash. It will take your temperature down of your skin by 10 to 20 degrees in less than 30 seconds and keep it there for about 3 hours. Now remember, no batteries here. There's nothing to charge up with them. There's no cooling power that you're needing to use power for. It is just using the power of that water and 18.1 degrees. My skin is at 34. The towel is at 18.1, keeping you cool. And using them again and again forever onwards. They never run out. And just take them with you everywhere you go and keep you cool this summer. I'm
just thinking also, if you do work out or something like that, great at the gym. You could even use your bottled water. But also, if you've pulled a muscle or something like that and you need a cold compress on an aching limb, these are absolutely... Anywhere you want to chill, this is the way to do it, and you get 3 of them, so you can, share them, you can split them up into different places, do whatever you like. $14.99 is the price. You can either shop at shopontv.co.uk, or of course you can call us 03333 241 241. Order now.
£5 each, honestly. Do you know when you just want that relief? Maybe it's when you're gardening or simply just sat outside when that barbecue's going on in the background. It's one of those things that's worth every single penny when you just want that, that relief, that cooling down. So soak it, ring it, shake it, and you're good to go. 03333 241 241. Do dial the number or go to the website shopontv.co.uk. If you have just joined us, very well welcome. This show is all about keeping you cool during times like these. at the moment. It reached, what, 32 degrees the other day, didn't it? 34? Was it the hottest on record on May? Wow. Yeah, for May, wasn't it? Honestly, it's crazy, isn't it? There's talks about it going up to 40 degrees or something, maybe in July or something. Who knows? Who knows? I'm not an expert. But the point is, you know what, it's reminded me that during the winter, I'm fine sleeping. Spring, okay. You get a bit cold. But honestly, at times like this, I really struggle to get that good restorative night's sleep. Do you wake up feeling a bit groggy? You know, have you been waking up in the middle of the night because you're just so hot, you just can't get comfortable? Well, it could well be your duvet. And that's a big reason why people buy these, the Mulberry Silk Duvets. This is not just any silk. This is AAA grade, 100% mulberry silk, long fibre mulberry silk, so you get that luxurious feel. But mulberry silk is so popular because it keeps you nice and cool in the summer and nice and cosy warm in the winter. You always feel just right, no matter what time of the year, no matter what temperature you're currently sleeping in. We've got all the sizes in stock at the moment, and we've been waiting for the show because, well, it's perfectly timed. It's been so warm. It's the perfect opportunity to get yours home and see if it's for you. 10-year guarantee on your duvet. Why do we love this? Well, here's a recap for you. Do you know what? You can use this all year round. This is your all-year-round duvet. It's machine washable, and it's very compact too. There's no such thing as TOG ratings when it comes to mulberry silk. You just choose the size you want. They're only for your man-made fibres. This is the real deal, and we're going to talk to you more about the benefits of mulberry silk shortly. But it's 100% naturally non-allergenic filling. In a nutshell, why? Because dust mites can't survive on mulberry silk. It's too dry for them. It's compact for easy storage. Look at that. Even your king size, your super kings, it's amazing how much it can reduce down. So for chests, for underbeds, for ottoman beds, for in the boot of your car, maybe going travelling, maybe going camping, maybe going to holiday homes. Because once you've experienced the comfort that mulberry silk can give you, you're bound to want to take it absolutely everywhere with you. But this is the 100% long fibre AAA grade mulberry silk. It's actually 100% cotton. 230 thread count is what it's encased in. So you've got that luxurious feel. And as I say, yes, here we go. It is machine washable. You can wash this as many times as you will like. Put it on 30-degree wash. You can dry it inside. You can tumble dry it. You can leave it to dry naturally wherever's best for you. But it naturally regulates your body's temperature. And people say to me, Charlie, honestly, that duvet, I'm never too cold in the winter. I'm never too hot in the summer. I just feel right. It's like it keeps you feeling neutral. And especially at the moment, that is worth every single penny, guys. If you want the single, we got the double, we got the king, we got the super king. They're standard UK sizes, to give you a heads up there. And you can have any size you want on PayPal Pay in 3. So you can spread that cost. One payment a day, and you get the idea. Second in a month, and third, final payment a month after that. So 212-998 for your Mulberry Silk Duvet. We're going to be joining ITV1 literally in a few minutes' time. When that happens, we've been busy already. When that happens, we know these are going to be so busy, going to be absolutely flying out. Because the busiest time of the year, as Ray was saying, for Mulberry Silk Duvets, is this time of the year. Because if you're waking up hot and sweaty, a little bit clammy, or maybe the other half's giving you weight, neither of you can get comfortable. What if it is your duvet that's keeping you hot, that's keeping you restless, that makes you really groggy in the morning? Or, do you know what, in the morning, do you know, when I don't sleep, do you know, my memory isn't as good, my focus isn't great, my mood changes. And do you know, whatever it is you're doing, whether it's a busy day at work, or maybe it's your weekend with the kids or grandkids coming over, or maybe you're getting up early for that flight to go on holiday, whatever we're doing, nobody ever wants to feel tired. And duvets often get overlooked. I think it could be one of the best investments that you buy for you, your family, your parents, your in-laws, whoever it is. Who do you know who is struggling to sleep? Do they say, oh, I'm too hot? Oh, other half wants the fan on, but that's too loud. I like the window open. He or she likes it shut because it's too loud. You know, maybe live on the street. You know, it's quite tricky to find that balance. But this works with you and your body's temperature. It naturally keeps you warm in the winter, and it naturally expels the heat in the summer. So even if you like a bit warmer than the other half, that becomes irrelevant with Mulberry Silk because it works to you and your specific body's temperature. Try it, get it home. If it's not for you, you can return it. Just get it home and try it. Please, please, please try it. Whilst we've got them in stock, it's the perfect time to begin. You can dial the number, it's 03333 241 241. But the best thing to do is actually go to the website, shopontv.co.uk. We got the duvet. We've even got Mulberry Silk mattresses. We've got mattress toppers. If you maybe prefer your mattress, you like the comfort, we've got toppers for you. So underneath, what you lie on can keep you nice and cool during these hot months. We've got Mulberry Silk pillows. We've got Mulberry Silk pillow slips, the lovely, luxurious pillowcases. So if you want to experience the benefits of Mulberry Silk, and if you want to know more about it, then stay with us. We're live on your screens until 3 a.m. This is all about keeping you nice and cool. And of course, toasty warm in the winter. This is not just for the summer. This is an investment because this is your all year round bedding that's going to work with you to help give you that restorative night's sleep. Stay tuned for more information. This is all about keeping you cool during these toasty months. Well, a very good morning. How are you guys? So good to have your company. Welcome to Shop on TV. My name is Charlie. Do not go anywhere because I've got a question for you. How are you sleeping at the moment? How are you sleeping? Are you too hot in bed? Are you waking up feeling a bit groggy? Do you wake up in the night, one leg out the duvet? You're trying to find that cool spot. Are you tossing and turning all night? So, not having the best night's sleep can make people feel groggy in the morning. Maybe your mood changes. Maybe, you're going to work just feeling so tired, you're dreading the day. And maybe you're dreading going to bed because you walk into your bedroom, it feels so hot and you think, how can I keep cool tonight? Other half doesn't like the fan on because it's too noisy. Some people like the noise. Some people like the window open. Some people like it shut. This is all about keeping you cool. And that is where Mulberry Silk comes in. Mulberry Silk, well, it's not just any Mulberry Silk. This is AAA grade, long fibre Mulberry Silk. Some of the best silk that money can buy. But it naturally keeps you cool in the summer. But this is your all year round duvet, don't forget. It's going to keep you warm in the winter. It just keeps you feeling right and comfortable. Right, here we go. We've got standard UK sizes. You can get single, double, king, super king. We're going to go through those in a second. But why do we love this? It's also compact for easy storage. So this is your everyday duvet, but people love these. They take them on holiday with them even. You can put them in suitcases. You can put them in chests like this. If you've got an ottoman bed, you can put it under that. You can put it in the boot of your car, take it camping, take it to holiday homes. Do you know, it's filled with 100% long fibre, AAA grade Mulberry Silk. And maybe you've never heard of this. Maybe you're wondering, what does AAA grade mean? We're going to be going through all of this with Ray. Yes, we're live here on ITV1 until 3 a.m. By the way, how often did you wash your duvet? Maybe you never thought about doing it. This is machine washable. Wash it as many times as you'd like on 30 degrees. Maybe you don't want to take it to the dry cleaners because it costs a fortune. Well, you can wash it yourself at home. But you can put it in a tumble dryer. You can leave it outside to dry naturally if you prefer. But this could be the only duvet that you will need to buy. Are you an allergy sufferer? Maybe you are. Maybe you worry about dust mites making people itchy and so on. Well, this is naturally hypoallergenic, which means it's great for allergy sufferers. Dust mites cannot survive on Mulberry Silk. It's too dry for them. That's another reason people love this. But because it's so hot at the moment, we're expecting these to absolutely fly out. But I mentioned the sizes, didn't I? You don't worry about TOG ratings. That's irrelevant with Mulberry Silk. All you've got to do is choose, do you like single, double, king or super king? Now, even on the single, you're saving £30 there. Wow. Normally £169. That is lowered to £139. Do you like a double? Have you got a double bed? £239? No. Our price today during the show is £179. The king. By the way, even if you've got a double bed, you might go for a king just to get that drape you find in luxurious hotels. Lots of people do that. £259? No, you're going to save that £60, folks. £199. That is Excellent. The Super King, £279. Our price is £219. I won't lie to you. Quite often, the Double and the King are the first ones to sell out. But because we know this is the perfect time to try Mulberry Silk Duvets, this is the moment. We got as much stock as we possibly could. By the way, maybe you're thinking, oh, do I go for it? Do I go for it? Maybe you're about to go to bed. Peace of mind quickly. You got a 10-year guarantee, and if it's not for you, you can return it. You get your money back. Just use this opportunity, especially whilst it's so hot, to get Mulberry Silk Duvets home. See if it's for you, and the chances are, I'm going to sit here and confidently say, you're going to love how cool you feel during these summer months. It's the perfect time to try it. Right, go to the website if you can do. This is the quickest place to buy. We've already got people on the phone lines. We've all got people on the website. So shopontv.co.uk, click live deals, scroll down. You'll see the full range of Mulberry Silk we've got for you this morning. We've got, the duvets there. The pillows, by the way, they're on offer. Normally £60, they're now £20 off, so you pay £40, and that's 100% Mulberry Silk. We'll get to that shortly too. You can buy them now then. If you want a very luxurious Mulberry Silk pillowcase, they're 100% silk on the front and the back. It's not mixed with anything else. It's 100% Mulberry Silk. It's the real deal. Normally £45. You take £10 off. You get it for £35. And you have got 4 different colours there with the pillowcases. They look luxurious. And, of course, yes, they help keep you nice and cool. Do you know what? During the day, though, do you work from home? Have you got a home office? Maybe you've actually looked for fans, but lo and behold, shock horror, they've sold out. I've walked into shops and the shelves are empty. We've got fans in stock at the moment, but they are going, OK? We've got the desk fan there, £40, but we've also got this. It's not just a fan, this is an air cooler. It comes with ice packs. So it pulls in cool, warm air from your bedroom, from your home office, and it expels ice cool air. It's not just a fan, guys. This is an advanced cooling system. You know what? The price people spend on fans, I can't believe it. There's fancy ones, aren't there? They cost hundreds of pounds. Firstly, in my opinion, these are much better than those because it's ice packs. You put water in it and it expels ice cold air. It is only £89.99, and you can spread the cost interest-free using PayPal Pay in 3. People are already checking out, and I'm not surprised. Again, my question is, how are you sleeping? Are you hot at the moment? How have you coped during the last few days? If you're waking up feeling a little bit sweaty and groggy, if you're tossing and turning, then this is the perfect time to experience the comfort of Mulberry Silk. John, I can tell you much more about it, but John, we're here with Ray, who is always a pleasure talking to. Anything to do with Mulberry Silk, any questions, email us in, I can ask them for you. But Ray, very warm welcome. Thanks for joining us here on ITV1 on STV. Do you know what? Mulberry Silk, people buy this because it's lovely and cooling, especially during the summer months, isn't it?
As you know, Charlie, from previous shows we have done, as a company, we exhibit at every major exhibition in the United Kingdom. We have done for 67 years. We've been in business for 67 years.
Fair play.
And for 37 of those years, we have been selling silk duvets. Now, everything we're offering to the public this morning is manufactured by the official Mulberry company. It's important I mention that.
So this is the real deal?
This is the real McCoy.
Right.
Right? There are no inferior fibres mixed in with this duvet. This duvet is made up of 2 parts, the top cover and the filling within the top cover.
Right.
Right? Now, the top cover is Egyptian cotton, 230 thread count. Anything above 180 is considered to be luxury. Luxury. Now, it's also long fibre Egyptian cotton. For people who don't know, the difference between long fibre and short fibre cotton is as follows. If you pick cotton using a mechanical device or a machine, cotton becomes stressed and it breaks, and you get short fibre cotton. If you pick it by hand, it's a much more gentle process, and it doesn't stress and it doesn't break. So you get long fibre cotton. Now, long fibre cotton is softer, more luxurious. Ironically, although it's softer, it's longer lasting than short fibre cotton. It can be woven in a slightly different way to give you a more luxurious feel. So that's the cotton which we are using in this duvet, the best of the best. Now, the filling within the top cover is AAA grade mulberry silk. And please, if you're considering buying one of these duvets, check on your computer, go into Google or Wikipedia, type in all about silk, check what I'm going to say next. Just type in all about silk. This is what they will tell you, word for word. Within the silk industry, mulberry silk is considered to be the king of silks. That's the word they use to describe it, the king of silks. It's long fibre. Each strand of silk within the duvet is over 1 mile long, unbroken in one piece. So that allows them to stitch it all the way around the perimeter, and they anchor it. Once it's been stitched around the perimeter, it can take 2 ladies, 2 skilled operators, a day, sometimes a little bit longer, to make one of these duvets. Once it's been anchored around the perimeter, they can pull it towards themselves and put these box cassettes in by machine. Now that means 2 things. When you sleep under it, the silk cannot move. It's a cocoon fibre designed, not by man, by Mother Nature, to gently fold itself around you and cocoon you. It's not heavy, it's not restrictive, it doesn't press down on you, it's light as a feather. And in the middle of the night, it doesn't walk. You don't waken up at 4 o'clock in the morning, one leg dangling out the bed, backside sticking out the duvet, duvet on, duvet off, duvet on, duvet off. You gently slip under it, fold it around you, and have a perfect night's sleep. Now, the second part of having the silk anchored, long fibre, it's machine washable. You can wash it as often as you want. Cold wash, 30 degrees. Tumble dry or line dry. It'll dry quickly. When you wash it, it cannot and it will not lose shape. That we absolutely guarantee. Once or twice a year, on a warm, sunny day, like we've had for the last 7 or 10 days, if you're lucky enough to have a garden, drop it over the washing line in the garden, and the UV rays of the sun totally purify and cleanse it. You never have to pay 20, 25 pounds to have it laundered or dry cleaned. If you have any member of your family who unfortunately is bedbound, people who are bedbound obviously sleep in bed, have their hair washed in bed, have body washes in bed, eat in bed, little accidents happen. You can take this off, wash it quickly, dry it quickly, have it back in the bed within a couple of hours. So really, the benefits of having a pure silk duvet, they're immeasurable. We guarantee it for 10 years, 10 years. Now, silk is the second strongest natural fibre in the world. The duvets we have in my bed at home are 37 years old. Now, remember, it is an all-weather duvet, warm in the winter and cool in the summer. People say to me, Charlie, they say, how's that possible?
Yeah.
How can it simply keep you warm in the winter and cool in the summer? Ladies and gentlemen, the honest answer is, I don't know. Only one person knows, Mother Nature. She's had the secret under lock and key for 5,000 years. What we've done here is quite simple. We have taken the 2 most famous fabrics in the world, Egyptian cotton and silk. We've married them together to make an incredibly high quality product, and we're offering it with a money-back guarantee at an affordable price. The last thing I'm going to mention, this is so important, ladies and gentlemen. When you're buying any product from a shop, from a retailer, or in television, it's important you get value for money. Well, this will shock you what I'm going to say next. We are offering this duvet this morning at a price which is slightly less than we were charging for it when we first sold it in television 23 years ago. So the price has been held steady, the quality has been held steady, you have a money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose. When you buy it, you're going to have the best night's sleep you've ever had. If you disagree, send it back.
Well, do you know what, mate? The reviews speak for themselves.
Yeah.
We get inundated with so much positive feedback. And I know lots of people, actually, who generally have got these duvets, and they say to me, "Do you know what, Charlie, I'm never too hot in the summer. I'm never too cold in the winter. I just feel right." You know, and in fact, our producer, literally in my ear now, has got this exact Mulberry Silk Duvet. And do you know what? She was sceptical because it all sounds too good to be true. But she described it to me earlier when preparing for the show. Do you know what? You know, as soon as you get into bed and you just feel snuggly, oh, you just feel relaxed. Sometimes with other duvets, that lasts for a few minutes and then you start getting hot and sweaty. Caroline was saying, well, I felt snuggly just like that all the way through the night. And she woke up the other day, you know, it was really, really hot, and she forgot it was the heat wave. Genuinely, this is the benefit of Mulberry Silk. Try it for yourself, get it home, because this could be one of the best things you buy. And I'm sat here, and I'm passionate about this, but honestly, when I don't sleep, honestly, I find the days unbearable. Even if it's just your day off. You know, nobody ever wants to be tired. So this could be one of the best things that you invest in for you, your other half, especially during these summer months. 10-year guarantee. If it's not for you, you can return it. We'll ask Ray about that in a second. You get every penny back if it's not for you. But the point is, whilst they're in stock, whilst they're discounted, and whilst it's so hot at the moment, honestly, folks, this is the time to try and reap the benefits of Mulberry Silk Duvets. Do you know what? You can tell I'm a big fan of this. I did say we had some reviews as well. Our Steve did say, Steve, if you're still watching, thanks so much for sending this in. Steve said, morning, peeps. Got something to say. I love my Mulberry Silk Duvet. Best purchase I've ever made. Genuinely, can we say better than that? Message to your viewers, get one, you will not regret it. Steve, seriously, thank you. We get so many reviews. We could spend the whole show really reading them. You can read some more online, please go for it. But Steve, thank you. You know, if you are flipped on, if you're tempted, maybe you went to bed hours ago, you know, maybe watching Die Hard, which is it the fourth one? I'm not sure. But anyway, maybe think, well, I watched the end of the film, now I'll try and get to sleep. Or maybe you went to bed hours ago, but you're tossing and turning, you're too hot, so you put the telly on. Honestly, that's no good. You deserve better than that. Let's keep cool during these months. Well, we talked about the sizes. Like I said, at the moment, we've got all the sizes in stock. Sometimes we do shows where we can't get the stock in, but we have managed to. Right, we've reached the busiest part of the show. It's the time to try it. Do you want the single? Do you want the double, the king, or the super king? Well, I've got to say, the reason why we're very excited, whichever size you buy, you're going to get discounts. Discounts. £30 off the single. If you're going for the double, you get £60 off. If you go for the king, you get 60. Super king, you get £60 off. Just a heads up for you, because I've done the show a few times now. History tells you that quite often it's the double or the single, the double or the king actually, that goes first. So if you're tempted for the double or the king, that is the most urgent one. And whichever one you choose, you can spread that cost interest-free using PayPal. So it's literally the first payment today and get it home. And actually, with your P&P, we even divide that over the PayPal instalment, so you've got absolutely nothing to lose. So 212998 is the item number. Right, 10%'s gone already. Not surprised. It's so warm out there. Don't forget, we do the show during winter because, you know, people get so cold and they worry about heating bills and that kind of thing. If you've got a duvet that naturally keeps you so cosy warm in the winter, like this one, then this is why we say it's a good all year round. This is your everyday duvet for these hot, toasty, maybe a bit clammy, sweaty summer months to those freezing cold wintry evenings. It could be the only duvet that you'll need to buy. And if you're curious about the benefits of Mulberry Silk, before you check out, we've got Mulberry Silk pillows. We're going to be talking to you, Ray, about these. We've got Mulberry Silk pillowcases. We've even got mattresses and mattress toppers on there. But if I'm honest, if you really want to try and reap the benefits and experience how it helps you, I'd go for the duvets. That's my personal priority.
Charlie,
go for the
I'll mention something else.
And go for the
which
pillows.
I think is important. Something we should mention. Any order...
Well, do you know what? We'll go through that in a second, actually, because we're about to join STV,
Okay.
actually, because I don't want to rush you. We'll tell you more live here after the break. Yes, welcome to our viewers up in Scotland too on STV. Joe, we got so much to talk to Ray about. This is all about Mulberry Silk. If you just flicked on and joined us, how are you sleeping? Are you a bit hot at the moment? Are you not sleeping very well? Well, this is the perfect time to experience Mulberry Silk. We are here with Ray. Ray, sorry about that. I just cut you off there. But you had mentioned...
No, one thing I was going to mention.
Yes.
Any order placed this morning, right, it's 1:15 in the morning right now. Any order placed this morning at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, we will start processing that order. It will be sent out by DPD on a 24-hour delivery. So you should probably have it, in all probability, any order you place today, you should have it Saturday at the latest Monday.
That's fantastic.
It is,
That's fantastic. So you've got complete peace of mind here, haven't you? That this is the real deal when it comes to the quality of Mulberry Silk. We'll talk to you about that. But the guarantee really intrigues me, this, because I don't really think of guarantees with duvets. I would with a TV or a dishwasher, but not a duvet. That's fantastic.
Charlie, every single year, this is incredible. Every single year in Britain, I quote these figures sometimes when I'm on television, and I always stress when I quote these figures, I mention to the viewers, any potential customer, don't take my word for it. Check these figures on a computer. Go into Google or Wikipedia. Now, every year, Charlie, in Britain, it's estimated 5 million duvets get thrown into a landfill. 5 million duvets every year. People buy cheap, nasty, horrible duvets, and they're unhappy with them. So they throw them away and buy another one, right? I always say the most expensive duvet you can buy is a cheap duvet. Because in the long run, you have to constantly replace it. Now, what we are asking you to do with our duvet is to buy it, to trust us, and to buy it. Take it home, sleep under it. And if you don't like it, we're not asking you to keep it. Simply send it back, and we will refund your money instantly with the same speed and the same civility that we take it from you. Now, all I can tell you is this, and I'm not being boastful when I say this, I'm just mentioning this. Every single year in the United Kingdom, this duvet, our sales run into tens of thousands. The amount we get sent back in 1 year would fit into a supermarket trolley, a little tiny trolley that you push around the supermarket. People buy this duvet, they sleep under it, and they love it. Every single person working in this building sleeps under this duvet. They might talk about other duvets and other pillows. This is the one they buy for themselves. I can assure you of that. The person who owns this channel, this is the duvet he sleeps under. He's got access to all types of duvets. This is the one they pick. They pick this because by word of mouth, it's been recommended. Very often people buy, say, a pillow, they take it and sleep on it, tell their friends, then they buy a duvet, then they buy another pillow, then they buy some pillow slips. Our reordering runs to about 30–35%. People buy the product, it's such high quality, at such a low price, they're thrilled and they continue to replace and buy. It's a wonderful chance to get quality. You're actually getting champagne for the price of beer.
I like that. I remember that. It does feel like that. It certainly does. And actually, on that note, 15% of the stock has now already gone. We're now, because if it keeps on going like this, because we've only been on ITV1 for about, what, 20 minutes or so, and STV for about 5 or 10. If it keeps going like this, we're going to have sellouts. And I know people wait for that time. Maybe you've just checked your bank and maybe you've just been paid. Do you know, maybe you've been waiting for that time. And you know, it's unbearable, isn't it? Waking up in the middle of the night and, oh, you know, when you just feel so hot and sweaty, or maybe you're asleep but the other half can't quite get comfortable. In fact, I want to ask Ray this, actually, because, you know, Ray, let's say you got a couple, someone likes it a bit more hotter, someone likes it more cooler. That's another reason to get this.
Well, funny you mention that, Charlie. Now, silk is a low conductor of heat.
Right.
It retains heat in a different fashion to, say, duck, goose feather or man-made fibres. When people see this duvet for the very first time, every single person, when I'm at a live presentation, we're on Scottish television at the moment. Last week we were at the exhibition centre for the Idea Home exhibition.
Right.
Tomorrow we are at the Bath and West Agricultural Show at Shepton Mallet. We do about 100 shows a year. We have done for 67 years. And for 37 of those years, we've been selling silk duvets at all of the main exhibitions throughout the country. Now, at a live presentation, people can touch it, and they all say, oh, hold on a minute, this is very thin. Are you sure this will keep me warm in the winter? And before I can answer, they then say, what TOG rating is it? Now, the answer to both of those questions is quite simple. There is no official TOG rating with silk. Yes, it will keep you warm in the winter, very warm, and it will keep you cool in the summer.
The same duvet.
It simply reverses.
Wow.
Nobody knows why, only Mother Nature. It's a freak of nature. This is an all-weather duvet. You don't need one for the winter and a second one for the summer. And here's the ironic thing. We sell lots of duvets, as you know.
Yeah.
You know how many we sell here.
Yeah, my
It's
words,
not hundreds, it's thousands.
Thousands, yeah.
For which we're very thankful. I'm not being boastful. But can I tell you this? We sell more duvets in the summer, slightly more, than we do in the winter. Because when I'm doing a live presentation, say from 10 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock in the evening, for 200 days of every year, you'll find me at an exhibition somewhere talking to the public about their likes and their dislikes as far as bedding is concerned. Now, I've been doing that for 37 years. So I've got a good idea what the public like and they don't like, Charlie, because I talk to them all day long about it.
Yeah.
The biggest problem people have is they get too hot in bed. Not too cold, too hot.
It's hard to keep yourself cool when it's boiling
They're waking up 4 o'clock in the morning, one leg dangling out the bed,
that's me,
backside out the duvet, duvet on, duvet off, duvet on, duvet off. Now they're awake when they should be asleep. Now, silk stops that happening because silk is a low conductor of heat. When two people share a bed, my wife would like the bed, she likes in the winter to sleep with the bedroom window slightly open. Not wide open, slightly open. I would like it closed. I like a warm room, she likes a cold room. She likes a cold bed, I like a warm bed. But we can both sleep under this because silk self-reflects. And two people who like a different temperature in bed can sleep under this duvet and be perfectly comfortable. But here's the most important thing I will mention all night. Silk, please check this on your computer. Silk will wick away 30% of its own weight in moisture or sweat. So if you share a bed with somebody who overheats, especially in this hot weather, don't hesitate. This is the duvet for you. Any lady going through the menopause, it's a terrible time, hot and cold sweats, don't think twice. Buy yourself one of these duvets, put it in the bed and sleep under it. As far as sleep is concerned, I promise you, it will change your life. It'll wick away 30% of all that horrible, nasty, clammy, sticky sweat. This duvet has the coveted Allergy Board certificate. I'm holding a copy of it here in front of me. The Allergy Board in the United Kingdom are based in Warwick University. Now, they're very difficult people to satisfy, and I say that as a compliment. They issue this certificate for 1 year at a time. You can see that at the bottom. Now, they do that for a reason. They make sure our standards don't drop. This can be taken away at any time. They just walk into our premises and check to make sure our standards haven't dropped. We have this certificate for Canada, USA, United Kingdom, Ireland, all of the EU countries, there's 27 of them, New Zealand and Australia. Now, the reason I bring that to the viewer's attention, Charlie, very often we're satisfied the authorities in Canada will not satisfy the authorities in Australia or Holland or Germany or France. But in this occasion, the quality of the product is so high,
wow,
the manufacturing process is so perfect, they can find no fault. Now, to the best of my knowledge, this is the only silk duvet currently being sold anywhere in the United Kingdom that has this coveted certificate. The Allergy Board are telling you in simple language, if you have allergies, there is no dust mites in silk. Dust mites are the enemy. The average duvet at any given time has at least 1 million dust mites in it. A dust mite only lives for 10 weeks, then it dies. Now, there's a clue in the name, dust. When I die, I turn to dust, and so do the dust mites. 5 million a year at least in the average duvet. They turn to dust. Anybody with allergies, you're sleeping under a duvet that's infested with dust and what passes through their body before they die. This is dust mite free. So if you have allergies, grab one. 10-year warranty. The duvets we have in my bed at home are 37 years old. Buy them, try them. If you don't like them, send them back. Instant refund. No nonsense, no arguing, no fighting on the telephone. Instant refund with a smile on our face.
Oh, honestly, seal of approval. And do you know, when you talk about the Allergy UK, but that makes me so curious to try that because it's got that stamp, that seal of approval, that peace of mind. Who wouldn't be curious to try this at home? 20% has now gone. Again, these are going to sell out if it keeps going like this. The single, actually, quite often it's normally the double. Maybe we had more singles than last time, but the single is the most popular. That's going to be the first one to sell out at this rate. Normally, that's £169, but we'll take £30 off. Today, this morning, during this live show, you can get it for £139. The double, also not far behind, £239. Well, take money off there, take £60 off. It's £179 for a AAA grade Mulberry Silk Duvet. This is the real deal, folks. We're going to be talking today about what to watch out for if you are looking to buy Mulberry Silk, because they're not always what they say they are, but these ones are. The King, by the way, £259. Forget it, that's lowered by £60 to £199. So these are standard UK sizes. By the way, if you've got a double, you might want to go for a king to get that extra, that loft, to get that lovely, you know, that 5-star hotel drape you get over the end of the bed. People do like that. You know what? The Super King is £279. Yeah, take money off that too. It's lowered to £219. You can pay for it in full if you want to today, or if you want to spread that cost interest-free using PayPal, paying free, then go for it. It's literally just that one payment today. You're going to have this in a few days. But my advice is, once you've ordered it, just look forward to that first night you try it. Look forward to that relief you're bound to feel from being nice and cool. Look forward to that relief from, yeah, like Ray said, you got one leg out, then you're searching for that cool spot, aren't you? You're searching for that relief, just that comfort in bed. Then you're clock watching, then you're groggy the next day. I know people who have got this and they say, Charlie, I'm never too hot. I'm never too cold in the winter. I just feel right. And if this is the one thing you buy that keeps you in that lovely restorative, reviving night's sleep, then I think that's worth every single penny, because whether you got that big day at work, whether it's the grandkids are coming round, or maybe you're off on holiday, maybe it's just your day off sitting in the garden. Nobody ever wants to be tired. Do you know, maybe you've forgotten what it feels like to have that lovely night's sleep. Maybe it's been so long because you've just been so uncomfortable. What if it is simply your duvet that's stopping you from getting that good night's sleep? Try it. You've got that money-back guarantee. You've got a 10-year guarantee, but you can return it if it's not for you, and you're getting discounts. Do you know what? One thing that's also been popular, we've barely even mentioned them, are the Mulberry Silk pillows. Now, if you're... Right, 10%'s already gone. We did have quite a few of these, I must say, because, look, we know how popular these are going to be this morning because it is just so hot. We've had this heat wave. People are desperate, absolutely desperate to seek that comfort. Well, do you know what? We're talking about how cooling it is for your body, the duvet, but do you wake up with a bit of a sweaty neck? Do you wake up a little bit clammy, head feels a bit damp? It's awful. Maybe you got your old pillow and you turn it over, you get a few seconds of relief. Then it goes hot, then you spin it right around. Oh, phew. And then it gets hot again. And that's keeping you awake. Well, have the cooling properties of Mulberry Silk around your head is a wonderful thing, not to mention the benefits of allergy sufferers. Let's go to Ray about these. So, Ray, firstly, I mean, wow, £20 off if we get the pillow this morning. That's excellent.
Well, it's value for money.
Brilliant value.
It's very important when you're buying anything to get value for money. But the interesting thing about this pillow, Charlie, how it came about 6, maybe 7, a bit longer actually, 8 years ago, a buyer from a very large TV company here in the United Kingdom, she came along to us, you know, she said, very experienced lady, she said, you know, the public love your duvets. They're wonderful. She said, could you please make a pillow to the same high standards? Well, we went back to our head office in Vancouver and we went to work making a pillow. Now, we took our time. There's an old saying, Charlie, the devil is in the detail. So we took our time. It took us roughly 2.5 years to get the pillow ready to be sold to the public. Now, at this point, I should mention the Bedding Association, who are clever people, they research bedding retail services, and they're clever people, they know what they're talking about, and they estimate if all pillows were sold with a money-back guarantee, they're not, but if they were, they estimate the percentage of pillows that could be returned could be as high as 60 or 65%.
Wow.
Now keep that figure at the back of your mind, Charlie.
About 60%.
60 or 65%.
Okay.
So when we got this pillow ready to be sold to the public, we brought it here to the United Kingdom and we started selling it to the public at exhibitions, flower shows, agricultural shows, knitting shows, sewing shows, that type of event. In the first 13 months, we sold 86,000 pillows. Now, we didn't get 60 or 65% return, Charlie. We got 19 individual pillows returned out of 86,000. Now, I'm going to repeat that. 19 individual pillows returned out of 86,000. Now, here's the reason why.
Incredible.
This one I'm holding in front of me, this is the pillow I sleep on at home. When I come to Manchester, I bring it with me so I can hold it up in front of the camera and I can let the viewer have a look at it and make a decision. They can form an opinion what they think of this pillow. It's been washed at least 20 to 25 times. It's 6 years old. It's been slept on for roughly 17,000 hours. Now, just by me, just look at the condition of it. Now, we tell you on the label exactly what's in this pillow. We're not trying to hoodwink anyone. We're not trying to catch anyone. If you were to cut this pillow open, in the middle, you have a pocket of fibre to give you support for your neck and shoulder, to give you total comfort. All the way around that, you have layer after layer after layer, tells you on the label, of AAA grade, luxury, long fibre, mulberry silk. Not little pieces of silk that are chopped up and thrown in any old haphazard fashion. Long fibre, each strand over a mile long, unbroken in one piece. So when you wash it, can you see what I'm doing now? It cannot and it will not lose shape. Ladies and gentlemen, it just can't. The silk is too long, right? The top cover, Egyptian cotton, 230 thread count. Anything over 180 is complete and utter luxury. Silk wicks away moisture. It'll wick away 30% of its own weight in moisture or sweat. In hot weather like this, Charlie's quite correct what he said. Very often you're sleeping on a pillow, you're waking up 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, the pillow's damp with moisture or sweat, and you turn the pillow over searching for a dry piece. Silk wicks away all that moisture. Any lady going through the menopause, this is the pillow for you. Same with the duvet. Now, you can only buy this pillow from 2 people, from myself or from Shop and TV. Shop and TV buy them from me. Now, Shop and TV buy very, very large quantities. The buyers are very professional, they're experienced, they're tenacious, and they know their job. They buy them at a very special price, and then they do something wonderful. They pass the saving on to the viewer. I sell this pillow for 1 pillow, £60. I'm not ripping people off. That's the true value of the pillow. They're on offer here this morning for £40. You're saving £20 on every pillow. My advice to you is to buy a couple of these pillows. We had 19 returned out of 86,000. Think about that, ladies and gentlemen. Now, here's something which will shock you. Check these figures on your computer. Every single year in Britain, 10 million
Wow.
cheap, nasty, horrible pillows are bought by the British public and then they're thrown into landfill. People buy them, you see them in the supermarket, 2 for £10. You buy them on impulse, put them in the bed, you think, oh my goodness, what have I done? They end up in landfill. 10 million every year. Here's a second figure, which is even more frightening. Every single year, the British public spend over £100 million buying cheap, nasty, horrible pillows. Over £100 million. And they end up throwing that money and the pillow in landfill, in the dustbin. This pillow, you won't put it in the dustbin. You'll buy it and you'll keep it and you'll love it. If you do buy one, and by any chance you don't like it, and that's virtually impossible, please remember, we'll return your money with the same speed and the same civility that we take it from you. No arguing, no fighting on the telephone. All of our contact details are on the label. We want you to know where we are. We want you to keep in touch with us, because we know when you buy this pillow, there's every chance you'll buy a duvet or a pillow slip to follow up. People love our products because the quality is so high.
Well, do you know what? And we get we get incredible feedback for this. We really do. And do you know what? Just to look at it, it's not too flat. It's not too firm. It's just right. So if you sleep on your back, or maybe you're a side sleeper, this is for you. And it just retains its shape beautifully. There we go, saving £20. If you want it on PayPal Pay in 3, that's 3 payments of £14.98. 15%. Already gone. 654-433. Get as many as you need. Do you know what? I just point to the pillowcase over there because I really need to see these pillowcases because these are gorgeous. Now, just bear in mind, if you are shopping around for Mulberry Silk pillowcases, sometimes they're not always what we say they are, but this is 100% AAA grade long fibre Mulberry Silk on the front and on the back. And you may have read online, actually, the benefits of having a Mulberry Silk pillowcase. In fact, I encourage you to do that. Quite eye-opening. It really is. Just choose which colour you'd like. We've got 4 at the moment to choose from. The white I've got here, which we call the Arctic, is normally the most popular. We love it. But look at the lustre you have got there. You know when you walk into that boutique, beautiful, beautiful thing, it's just a gorgeous look. Did I say we called this Arctic? No, this is the white. We've also got the Arctic on the show. It's late. We've got the light blue is the Arctic. We've also got the desert, and we've also got the sage there. But the white is normally very, very popular indeed. But just look at that gorgeous, luxurious lustre. It's like 5-star boutique hotel. I just think it looks so very inviting. And just bear in mind, do you know what, quite often people switch to Mulberry Silk pillowcases because other materials can kind of dehydrate your skin. It can pull moisture out of your skin. And do you know what, if you're spending money on creams, night creams and so on, don't do that. Don't put that on with other pillowcases because it can draw it out. Mulberry Silk doesn't do that. It helps retain the moisture in your skin. And they do say that it can help reduce or slow down the wrinkling process. People do say that. Well, look, saving £10, £35 for these pillowcases. I always recommend do your own research, and it is quite eye-opening, the benefits of a Mulberry Silk pillowcase. You haven't got to pay the full price. People would be paying the full price because this is the real McCoy. This is AAA grade, 100% Mulberry Silk, but you're saving £10. We'll talk to Ray about this a bit later on, but we need to go back to those duvets because that is very popular. In fact, we've got all the sizes in stock at the moment, but let's explain how to buy. If you go to shopontv.co.uk, maybe you never shopped this before, very well welcome. My name's Charlie. We have brand new customers every single day. We have our lovely returning customers every single day after the last programme on ITV1 and STV. But when you click live on air, scroll down, you'll see all of these Mulberry Silk duvets, all of the Mulberry Silk products. We've got mattresses on the show too. We've got pillowcases like I've just showed you. But if you're going to go for one thing, my advice would be go for one of these duvets. A lot of the stock's already gone. Is that right? A quarter, just been told a quarter has already gone. We've still got an hour and a half. Hopefully, they're going to last till the end of the show, but I don't think they will at this rate. You're getting a saving on whichever size you choose. So they're all standard UK sizes. There's no such thing really as TOG ratings when it comes to Mulberry Silk. They're all the same thickness. Just choose which size, OK? Would you like the single? If you are going for the single, that could be the first one to sell out, actually. Normally, it's the double or the king. It could be the singles this morning. Right, £169, lowered to £139. So well done. If you're one of the many individuals who's just checked out, you've just saved £30. Not to mention you've got that 10-year guarantee. And if it's not for you, you return it. No questions asked. Just return it and get your money back. So try it, especially whilst it's so hot at the moment. Double, by the way, £239. Our price now is £179. Take £60 off. The king is normally £259. If you get it now, you can get it for £199. Save that money. The Super King, £279. Our price at the moment today is £219. Quite often we've done shows where we can't get all the sizes in, but because this is the most perfect time, I believe, to experience the benefits of Mulberry Silk, we've got the sizes back in stock. Right, I've literally just been told in my ear, we've got queues on the phone lines. It's around about a minute or two. Please hold. We know you're there. We will get to you, all right? But if you can, go to the website, shopontv.co.uk. You can do it on your phone, do it on your tablet, whatever's best for you. You can get one of these literally delivered via DPD in a few days. A third's now gone, my word. We knew it's been popular today because it is just so warm. And why do people love Mulberry Silk? Well, there are many reasons. But do you know what? People love it because it's an all-year-round duvet. It could be the only duvet you'll need to buy for every single night. Summer, do you struggle to sleep because you're too hot? It's naturally cooling. Mulberry Silk is naturally a low conductor of heat, so it can keep you cool during the hottest months, especially during these hot heat waves. People who've got Mulberry Silk duvets are going to be laughing during those, seriously. And it's also good designed to keep you nice and cosy warm during the winter. But are you awake now because you're hot? Have you been asleep but you've just woken up literally now, so you flicked on the telly because you can't go back to sleep? Are you just hot? You know, do you wake up in the night, you put your leg out one side, or maybe you've just got to sleep but the other half's awake because he or she is hot. Maybe you like the window open but he or she doesn't. You know, maybe you put the fan on but your wife turns it off because it's too loud, or vice versa. You know, it's hard to keep cool when it's really, really hot. It really is. But that's why people go for the Mulberry Silk Duvets. It's Mother Nature doing its thing. It's going to naturally keep you cool during the summer months. Are you curious to try it? Are you curious to try it? Maybe just check your bank account, you've just been paid. It's that kind of time of the month, isn't it? Maybe you're going to go for it and experience the benefits of Mulberry Silk. You've got the 10-year guarantee, you're saving money, and actually it's in stock. Quite often we can't always get the size back in stock. And if it's not for you, you can return it. But I'm going to sit here and confidently say that once you got this home, you're bound to find that relief. I reckon the first night you're going to wake up in the morning, oh, you got that relief. Have you forgotten what it feels like to get that restorative, refreshing, quality night's sleep? Because if you have forgotten that, what if it is something as simple as your duvet? What if it's your duvet keeping you awake? Maybe that's the reason you're tossing and turning and feel so hot and sweaty in the night. That's no good. We deserve more than that. You absolutely deserve more than that. Go for it. Give it a try. You've got absolutely nothing to lose. 212-998. If you've never shopped with us before, you can give our call centre a ring. It's not some automated thing. You speak to a human being. You speak to somebody live and they'll guide you through it. Or if you want to go on the website, most people do, but it's your choice. Go to the website, shopontv.co.uk. But if you just joined us, it's your all year round duvet. This is Mulberry Silk. If you are shopping around for Mulberry Silk, bear in mind they can be mixed with other materials. It's not AAA grade. Naughty things happen. This is the real deal. It's 100% AAA grade Mulberry Silk. But as you see here, it's compact for easy storage too. So if you're taking it away with you, because people take this on holiday because they don't want to be without it. People take it away to caravans, camping. It gets so hot intense, doesn't it? It's perfect for that. Or maybe you're going to a hotel, maybe you're away on a business trip and getting that night's sleep is going to be crucial for you for those meetings the next day. Take this with you. You know you've got the duvet that works with your body temperature, but it's filled with 100% long-fibre AAA grade Mulberry Silk, and it's encased in Egyptian cotton. 230 thread count, I might add. Anything over 180, 200 thread count is classed as luxury, so we're well into that realm there. But it's machine washable. When was the last time you washed your actual duvet? Wash it as many times as you want. Put it in a tumble dryer if you want to. Put it outside if you want to. But at the moment, we've got them in stock. It's the single, the double, the king and the super king. I don't know when this can be back, because I know Ray and his team are very busy doing events and so on. Whilst we got them here in stock, at a discount, I think if you're going to be buying something for you, maybe your family, this summer, go for a Mulberry Silk duvet. Are your kids awake at the moment? Are they a bit tired, a bit groggy? Maybe it's your parents, maybe it's your mum, your in-laws who on the phone to you in the morning saying, oh, I didn't sleep well last night. I can't cope with this heat. Honestly, I dread going to bed for that heat. Right, the single is about to go limited stock. The king... right, the king's going to get even busier. That's going to overtake how busy the single is at the moment. I was going to say, it's normally the double or the king. The king's catching up. Joe, for those who's joined us today, should we go back to Ray? Because where do we start when we talk about the benefits of Mulberry Silk duvets?
Point this out to yourself and also to the viewer. This happened to me last week. A lady said to me, I was at the Scottish Exhibition Centre in Glasgow for the Idea Home exhibition. A lady said to me, she said, you know, I see you on television, and very often, most of the time in actual fact, you seem to sell out. Why don't you bring more stuff, more produce with you? Well, here's a reason why. We're using AAA grade Mulberry Silk. This is how we get it. This is a little silk cocoon. On that cocoon, believe it or believe it not, there's over 1 mile of silk. Now, in this duvet, there's 6,000 of those, at least, okay? How we get this cocoon, we take the silkworm, We place it in a large metal tray, roughly the size of this bed. We place the tray containing the worm into a darkened room, and we keep it there for 35, 36 days. We feed the worm exclusively on mulberry leaves. Now, there's 3 different colors of mulberries: red, black, and white. If you feed the worm on the red and black, you get very high quality mulberry silk. If you feed the worm on the white, all of a sudden, you take a step up and you get AAA grade mulberry. Now, AAA grade mulberry is considered by the silk industry to be the king of silks. Now, there's a problem, and I'll tell you what the problem is. The tree that provides the white mulberry only grows in any commercial quantity in eastern or central China. So we constantly run out of AAA grade mulberry silk. Now, when we do run out, we sit on our hands and we stop manufacturing. We don't add inferior fibers. In all of our duvets, when you buy it, there's a zip on the side. We put that zip on for a reason, so the customer can unzip it and examine the quality of the silk. There are no inferior fibers mixed in with it. Very often, what companies do is disgusting, really. They get cotton polyester, they polish it so it looks like silk. And
That's
to the
awful.
untrained eye, Charlie, a person can't tell the difference.
That's awful.
Well, in Britain, this is hard to believe, but it's a fact. As long as you have 10% silk in any product, you're allowed to put a silk label on it. It's disgusting, right? Give you an example.
That's so unfair, because then you're not going to get the benefit.
Well,
are
you don't get the benefit.
No.
So basically what a lot of companies do, so they get a higher profit, they mix 20% silk to 80% man-made fibers, and they pass it off as silk. Now, everything we sell is made by the official Mulberry Silk Manufacturing Company. We tell you that on the label. It is pure AAA grade mulberry silk, the king of silks. It's an all-weather duvet, and we constantly run out of this quality silk. So that's when we stop manufacturing. And honestly, I can tell you this, people buy these duvets from us. You mentioned caravans. We exhibit at every major caravan show in Britain. We have done for 67, 68 years, every single show. And for 37 of those years, we've sold silk duvets. Now, in the summer months, these caravan shows are held usually on a Friday, Saturday, and a Sunday. People come along to the show in their motorhome or their caravan, say on a Friday afternoon. They put their awning out, get the chairs, the tables, the chairs out, organize the children, get themselves settled, then they have a walk round the trade stands. Now, occasionally, I'll get a lady and a gentleman come up to my stand, and they're not quite certain of whether they want a duvet or not. You might be watching on the camera tonight, and you're thinking, do I need one or do I not? This might help you make your mind up. When I get a person up at our stand at a caravan show and they're uncertain, I say, look, you've got your motorhome, you've got a caravan with you, buy it, pay for it, take it, sleep under it tonight. If you're not pleased with it, bring it back tomorrow morning and I'll give you all your money back. Given that choice, an awful lot of people do buy one. They come back on the Saturday morning or the Sunday morning, not for a refund, to buy a second duvet. Ask yourself this question. They've slept under this for one night. The duvet they've slept under for years is all of a sudden relegated to the back bedroom, to the loft. They want a second one for the house. I exhibit at the same exhibitions year in, year out. Tomorrow, we'll be at the Shepton Mallet at the Bath and West show. I've been going there for 67 years. I'm in exactly the same spot on that show. I say to the organisers, I must be in the same spot because I want the public to know where I am. Because 30 to 35% of all the sales I get on any given day are people who have bought one item and come back, maybe not the following year, could be 5 or 10 years later, to buy more of an item from us. People love these products. They can't believe the quality of them, and they can't believe the price. The price is wonderful. We're charging less for this duvet today than we were, just slightly less, than we were charging for it when we first launched it on TV 23 years ago. So you're getting value for money.
Wow.
10-year warranty, money-back guarantee, machine washable, wash it as often as you want, cannot lose shape, will not lose shape, right? Allergy board approved, no dust mites. Any lady going through the menopause, please grab one. It'll change your life as far as sleep is concerned. Wicks away 30% of all sweat and moisture. Hot, sticky nights, like we've had for the last 10 days, this is the duvet for you. People with allergies, no dust mites. It's a bargain.
It really is. And Joe, we mentioned earlier the way it's box stitched.
Yeah, so they can't move.
So it can't move. So the long fibres stay in place.
And Charlie, it is a cocoon fibre.
Yeah.
It's designed to cocoon anything that sleeps within it or under it. It doesn't walk in the middle of the night. You don't waken up with half the duvet on the floor, you know. It stays where it should be.
Stays in place.
Gently around you. But the nice thing about it is, when two people share a bed, 9 times out of 10, one person likes the bed warm, one likes it less warm. That very often happens.
Oh, absolutely.
With this
Most
duvet,
couples, I think. Yeah.
silk is a low conductor of heat. It self-reflects. And two people who like a different temperature in bed can sleep under this duvet and be perfectly comfortable.
And feel just
I'm
right.
sure some people will be sitting at home thinking to themselves, this sounds too good to be true. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there's one way of finding out. Buy it and try it. And I promise you this, if you don't like it, we're not asking you to keep it. We'll refund your money at the drop of a hat. One telephone call, you'll have your money back instantly.
I mean,
nothing to lose.
What a service. And Joe, if you are curious, therefore, how it's going to feel, even just the first night you try this, then get it ordered, get it home. It's on PayPal Pay in 3. If you're going for the single, that is, all that is £47.97 today, and you'll have it in a few days delivered directly to your door with DPD as well. With DPD, I love DPD.
Yeah.
Do you know what? We'll go through the different options for you. The single is heading towards limited stock, guys. Generally speaking, through all the duvets, around about 35%'s gone. But the single, talking on about that on its own now, yeah, nearly limited stock. So that is the most urgent, OK? Do dial the number 03333 241 241. That's our call centre, dedicated call centre. You speak to somebody live. I don't know, even now, yes, it's 5 to 2 in the morning. They are up, ready to take your call. No, 40% overall of the duvets have gone. If it keeps going like this, it could sell out by the end of the show. We're here live until 3 a.m. You know what? If you have got any questions, though, anything for Ray, it's important for us to know that you're happy. Any questions at all, it's studio@shopontv.co.uk. So studio@shopontv.co.uk. It's important for us to know that you're happy. I would go for the double. You're saving £60 if you go for the double. You're going to save £60 if you go for the king. And you've guessed it, if you go for the Super King, yes, you've saved £60. Whichever one you go for, you can spread that cost using PayPal Pay in 3. So you can dial the number, speak to our call centre. If you've got any questions, they can help. But yeah, if you can go to the website, you'll find it's the quickest way to order. So shopontv.co.uk. If you've never ordered with us before, type in the item number, it takes you directly to the product. Just ignore the space in the middle. Right, OK, now that's the duvets. normally one of the biggest selling items when we do a Mulberry Silk show, but this is actually heading towards being one of the busiest Mulberry Silk shows I've actually been a part of. I know why. It's so hot. People want to get that sleep. People want to stay cool in bed. I get it. That's why it's very, very busy. You know what? The duvet, you're loving those, but also the pillow. 20% of the stock here is already gone. And I won't lie, we had a load of these. We had a load of them. We thought we'd have enough, but I don't know, might not at this rate. It's getting busier and busier. But why do people love this? Well, firstly, you're saving £20, and even this you can spread the cost using PayPal too. So 654-433. Go on the website, give a call centre a ring. But wait, so the pillows, I mean, having the cooling benefits of Mulberry Silk around your head is going to be really beneficial too.
Well,
you might just go for this today.
Silk does keep your head, keeps your body cool because it's a low conductor of heat.
That's right.
It's as simple as that. And this pillow, all I can tell you is this, that people buy it, they simply love it. I mean, I go to, as I mentioned earlier, the same exhibition year in, year out. People see me, they come up, you know, they say, I've got your pillow, it's just wonderful. Sometimes they just give you a little wave as they pass. They say, got one, love it. Sometimes they come up and they tell you, you know, I can't believe it. They say, I know it costs a little bit extra. I always say this, Charlie.
Yeah.
The most expensive pillow you can buy is a cheap one. Britain is awash with cheap pillows.
I can't
There's
believe
so many of them. To give you an example, we're here in Manchester. This studio is in Manchester, right? I was in a very large retailer here in Manchester. They had a mountain of pillows for sale. The biggest retailer in Manchester, actually, right? There was probably 200 piled up. There were £6 each, Charlie, right? Now, the filling within that pillow, you'll find this hard to believe, was recycled plastic bottles.
Plastic.
Recycled plastic bottles. Now imagine
warm plastic in the summer.
This hot weather,
no.
These hot
That's
weather
horrible.
we just had. 3 o'clock in the morning, you're in bed, you're sleeping on a cheap pillow, right, filled with plastic. Your head is awash with sweat. This pillow we have here is a little bit special. Here's how it came about. A buyer from a very large TV company asked us to make it. And we decided we would. She said to us, you know, she said, the public simply love your duvets. Why don't you make pillows to the same high standards? Well, we thought about it for quite a long time. We went back to our head office in Vancouver, and the decision was made to go into the pillow business. Now, we took our time. There's an old saying, Charlie, the devil is in the detail.
Yes.
So we took our time. It took us to get this pillow ready to be sold to the public, roughly 2 to 2.5 years. When we had it ready to be sold to the public, we brought it back to the UK to launch it. And in the first 13 months, this pillow, we sold 86,000 pillows in 13 months. Now, I should mention, the Bedding Association, who are clever people, they do research into people's spending habits as far as bedding products are concerned.
Right, okay.
They reckon if all pillows were sold with a money-back guarantee, the percentage it would be returned could be as high as 60 or 65%.
Well, over half, wow.
Yeah, that's a fact. Now keep that figure at the back of your mind.
But about 60%.
60, say 60%.
So if people could return them, they reckon it's about, it would be about 60%.
The interesting thing is, if you buy a couple of pillows, say in a supermarket, you see them on the shelf.
Yeah, like
2 for £10.
Yeah.
You buy them on impulse.
Yeah.
You buy them and you think, oh, I didn't like those pillows. You take them back. You refuse to take them back. By law, they're not allowed to take them back under the Health and Hygiene Act, right? They say, sorry, they've been slept on, we can't take them back. Charity won't take them from you for homeless people.
Right.
Salvation Army won't take them because they've been slept on. What they say is take them to the cat and dog home and they'll make dog beds with them, these old, cheap, nasty pillows. So anyway, 60 or 65% returned. When we launched this pillow, in the first 13 months, we sold 86,000. We got 19 returned out of 86,000. Now, here's the reason why.
That's
this is the one.
Incredible,
Incidentally, not 19%. 19 pillows.
19?
19.
That's like 0.02%,
Right.
isn't it?
Now, this is the pillow I
incredible.
sleep on at home. I always bring it with me to the studio when I come here in Manchester. It's been slept on for 6 years. I've slept on it for 17,000 hours. It's been washed about 20 or 25 times. Just look at the condition of it. It looks brand new. When you wash it, it cannot and it will not lose shape. Look, I'm scrunching it up. We tell you on the label exactly what's in it. We're not trying to hoodwink anyone. If you cut it open, in the middle, you have a pocket of fibre. That's to give you support for your neck and shoulders.
Like a loft.
To give you a loft, a comfortable night's sleep. All the way around that, you have layer after layer after layer of AAA grade mulberry silk. The top cover, Egyptian cotton, 230 thread count. Any thread count above 180 is considered to be luxury. So you've got silk and Egyptian cotton, the two most famous fabrics in the world. You've got a very special product. Allergy board approved. Look, here's the certificate. No dust mites in silk. It's as simple as that. So my advice to you is to buy a couple of these pillows. You can only buy them from two people, from myself or from Shop and TV. Shop and TV buy them from me. On my website, I sell the pillow for £60 each. One pillow, £60, £5 postage. And to use a modern phrase, I'm not ripping people off. That's the true value of the pillow. They're on offer this morning for £40. That's £20 off the price of every pillow. Any order that you place this morning, it's now 5 minutes past 2. At 9 o'clock this morning, we will process it and send it to you on a 24-hour delivery by DPD. Buy these pillows and try them. If you don't like them, you can have your money back next week. As simple as that. It's a bargain and you should not miss them. Your head won't get hot on them. If you've got allergies, there's no dust mites in them. Do you know the average pillow at any given time has at least 1 million dust mites in it? A dust mite only lives for 10 weeks. That's its lifespan. Then it dies. So think about that. You're sleeping on a pillow that's polluted. This one is pollution-free. That's not me saying that. That's not Charlie saying it. That's the United Kingdom Allergy Board. They're saying it. So go from there.
Go for it. Oh, you got seal of approval there.
Yes.
And in other words, it's the real deal. It's allergy approved by Allergy UK. So if you're an allergy sufferer, go for Mulberry Silk. Are you awake now because you're too hot? That's a big question for you. Are you too hot in bed right now? Have you slept over the past few days? I know a lot of people who just feel a little bit groggy, but I also know people who have Mulberry Silk duvets and they say, no, feel fine. Feel absolutely fine. What a heat wave, you know. It really is incredible, the benefits of Mulberry Silk. And if you are tempted by it, firstly, while they're in stock, whilst it's so hot at the moment, you know, who knows, are we going to get more heat waves? It might be cooling down a bit in the next few days, but it's still warm, you know. And it's only May, right? What's going to be like going through June, through July, through August? This is the perfect time trying your Mulberry Silk duvet. For whatever reason it's not for you, get it back. But when we're talking about pillows, you're saving £20. So you might be going for the duvets, you might be going for these pillows. You know what, I just read out the email address, didn't I? Do get in touch. We've had so many emails, and thanks so much. We have got some questions. Firstly, we've got one. Right, let's do Daz first of all. Daz, who's just emailed in and said, thank you so much, love the show. Can I ask if the Mulberry Silk duvet can be put in a duvet cover?
Yes. The answer is yes, it can. To be honest with you, the top cover on this duvet is such high quality. The cotton is so beautiful and soft. Some people just put them in the bed without the top cover. But I would say the vast majority of people do put a top cover on them, right, to blend in, my wife, for instance, with the carpets, the curtains, the soft furnishings in the bedroom. And in actual fact, in the next I would say 6 weeks, we're actually bringing some top covers with us, which we're going to start selling on TV here. But you can buy top covers and put them on. I would advise you to buy a cotton one. When we first started making these duvets 36, 37 years ago, we were naive. We didn't know any better. We made the top cover in silk. Now, silk is very slippery, and the duvets were starting to slip off the bed. Cotton, compared to silk, is slightly coarse, and cotton grips, and it saves movement, so it doesn't slip off the bed. So you can put a cotton cover on it, yes, or you can use it without the cotton cover, no problem.
Honestly, thanks, Ray. And Joe, we've actually had a lot of emails asking about those duvet covers, which are coming in soon.
Yes, they're on the way.
Oh, that's good to know. Kathy was asking that, actually. Kathy was saying, hi, I absolutely love my new Mulberry Silk double duvet and pillow. Best thing I've bought in years. This literally has just been emailed in. Kathy, if you're still awake, it's just gone 2 o'clock in the morning. Thank you so much. Have a lovely rest of your day. Brian was in touch as well, also asking about the duvet covers coming. Now, Brian says, hi, I already have multiple Mulberry Silk duvets, pillows, pillow slips and king-size mattress and topper. All are absolutely brilliant. I recommend Mulberry Silk to everyone. It will be the best purchase you will ever make. All the best, Brian. Brian, thank you very much indeed.
Thank
you,
you,
seriously, honestly, it's so nice because you know when people make the effort to email in because they want people to experience what they've experienced, and that says an awful lot. So any more testimonials, guys, please. If someone's really struggling to sleep at the moment because it is just so hot, it is a good time to try it. Because we got discounts, because it's so hot, absolutely grab it. Do you know what, though? This show is all about helping you keep cool. Are you looking for fans, by the way? Have you looked online or they're out of stock? Have you been to a shop and they're out of stock? Well, what we got for you, we have got a fan on the show too. This is not just a fan. It's an air cooler, right? This draws in warm air and it releases ice-cool air, right? You can read more about it online, but I've got to say, people are buying this. It's £89.99, but it's a 2-in-1 air cooler. It's a 5-litre air cooler. You add in water, and it's got included ice packs, so you're going to get really lovely, crisp, cool air. Are you working from home? Do you have a home office? But you know, sometimes people just dread this time of the year. Maybe you're reading a book and you can't even focus, or maybe you can't focus on that TV show because you've got your fan and you just can't settle in your own room. This can bring around that lovely sense of relief, which we do crave in these times. I love summer, I love spring, I really do, but I don't like sleeping at night when I'm really, really warm. And do you know what, maybe you're struggling, you're sitting by your desk, maybe you live by a busy street and you want the window shut because it's loud. This is the one. Do you know, we're not really set up for aircon in this country, are we? I mean, that's my opinion, maybe you have got aircon. But the expense, do you have to put holes in the wall, actually, to put... I think you do, don't you?
No, we have. It's just a unit.
Right, yeah.
Just clamp it up. We have it at home.
Yeah.
So it's just a unit. It's nice.
It's nice. And do you know what? Maybe you don't want the expense.
But it is expensive.
It can be, can't it? And
yeah.
You have to get it serviced, I think. Don't you? I'm not entirely sure, but I know it's a bit of a process. This, you fill it with water, you plug it in. But it releases cool air. It's not just blowing warm air around. Releases cool air, right? Because that's what a fan normally does. I'd actually go for that, the Swan, the Nordic air cooler. Not just a fan. Do you know what? Sounds like Alan Partridge, not just a fan. Nice action. Anyway, I'm a big fan. OK. Let's talk. We're going on to pillowcases. I think we should, because let's briefly talk to you about these, because if you're looking for Mulberry Silk pillowcases, and actually Google the benefit of a Mulberry Silk pillowcase, it's quite eye-opening, it is. But be warned, because there are some places out there, it's not 100% Mulberry Silk. Sometimes it's just the front, but not the back. This is 100% AAA grade Mulberry Silk the front and the back. So you get that lovely cooling property in the summer, so it's going to keep you nice and warm in the winter, of course, too. But look at that lustre. It looks gorgeous, Mulberry Silk, doesn't it? You know, when you walk into that five-star hotel and you've got that lovely boutique look, you know, it just looks so inviting. You just want to climb into bed and sink your head into those pillows. These are so welcoming. And also, you're saving £10. Are you going to go for the Arctic, the white, the desert, or the sage? White, Ray was telling me earlier on this evening, the white's normally the most popular. And actually, maybe you're buying this as a gift for someone. You know, maybe you don't know their colour scheme. White's going to work, isn't it? So 001102. Or three payments, by the way, even that's on PayPal. So £35 today, save the £10, or you can still save £10 by going for the 3 instalments on PayPal. It's just £13.32 today, and that even includes your postage. Because with PayPal paying 3, we take your P&P and we divide that across the instalments too. Wherever you buy through Shop on TV, that's Mulberry Silk with Ray, delivered by DPD. So guys, you've got peace of mind. I'm a big fan of DPD. They've never let me down.
So am I. They're very good.
They're great. They're so reliable, aren't they?
Yes.
You know, they're great.
I find so.
Ours available. We're big fans of them.
We send out thousands of parcels every week with them, and we find them very... Any order placed this morning, by 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, will be processed and sent to you 24-hour delivery. DPD. DPD,
there you go. And you know, for peace of mind, you have got that guarantee, especially when you've got the duvets. People are buying the duvets. If you really want to get kitted out, okay, if you really want to go for it and just fully experience Mulberry Silk, we've got duvets, pillows by as many as you need. We've got the pillowcases, pillow slips. We've actually got Mulberry Silk duvets. We've got mattress toppers as well. Because maybe you like the comfort of your mattress, you just want the benefits of Mulberry Silk to be on the top layer. We've got you covered with that. But I would say, depending on your budget, maybe just been paid, go for the duvets or the pillows. That's my priority.
Just a quick final word on these particular pillowcases. Don't be under any illusions, ladies and gentlemen. This is a quality pillowcase, unlike any you'll probably see advertised. This is a very special piece of silk you're buying at a very special, affordable price. I have no hesitation in saying, if you were lucky enough to find a shop in the United Kingdom selling silk this quality, obviously there will be 1 or 2 shops, but few and far between. For a pillowcase this quality, you'd pay over £50. If you have any member of your family who takes a pride in their appearance, male or female, young or old, treat them to a couple of silk pillowcases. It's going to last them the best part of their adult life. Wash them, they wash beautifully as often as you want. They're really special.
No, I think they look stunning as well, right?
Yeah, they are.
Don't they? They
absolutely. Just look at them. They're just special.
Because it's hard to describe. They're just so incredibly soft.
Ask your hairdresser what they do for your hair.
Oh, right.
There's no static in silk, so it cuts out frizz. You don't get bedhead. You don't waking up in the morning like Ken Dodd with your hair all over the place.
Right.
You know, it really is a very special thing. And you only have to buy it once. It will last you at least 20, 25 years.
There we go. And you know, there are some of the materials that can draw moisture out your skin as well, isn't there?
Well, if you sleep, you know, this is interesting you mentioned that, Charlie. If you sleep in a cotton pillowcase, now, ladies and gentlemen, this is not silly sales talk. If you sleep in cotton, cotton will take the moisture from your skin and will dry your skin out. And when your skin dries, it will start to wrinkle, right? Now, silk, there are 18 amino acids in it. One of them is called sericin, a very important one. You spell that S-E-R-I-C-I-N. Now, what sericin does, it traps the moisture in your skin. It does exactly the opposite of cotton. So your skin stays hydrated. It won't stop your wrinkling. Nothing can stop your wrinkling. That's just ridiculous to make that claim. But what it can do is slows the process down dramatically. You'll notice an amazing difference in your skin. Your hair will look wonderful. Your skin will look wonderful. Buy pure silk. Everything we are offering this morning is made by the official Mulberry Silk Company. We farm our own silk. We don't buy it in from a third party. There are no inferior fibres mixed in with our silk. We've been in business selling silk for 37 years. We export to different countries all over the world. We have a stellar reputation for quality. You cannot get higher quality than we are offering you. And the price is simply wonderful. But best of all, we're only asking you to try it. We're not asking you to keep it. If you don't like it, send it back. And you'll get an instant refund without one single word of an argument.
Oh, do you know what? And honestly, I can say better myself. And, you know, for a 10-year warranty, when do you hear that on pillowcases?
Anything.
And do you know, I hope that's answered your question. We had a question coming in from Alison. Do you have to use a Mulberry Silk pillowcase, or can you use a normal pillowcase?
Of course.
Yeah, of course you can.
Because just an ordinary cotton. Don't forget, the top cover on the pillow is cotton.
It's cotton, yeah.
So if you put a nice... That lady's name is Alison?
Alison, yeah. Thank you, Alison. Yeah.
The answer to your question is, I'm quite sure, like my wife, you in the bedroom, you'll have different designs and patterns. So you'll buy a pillowcase to blend in with the rest of the soft furnishings in the bedroom. But make sure it's cotton, and you'll get the best performance.
Yeah, this is the one. And so, Alison, I hope that helps. And
Thank you, Alison.
They arrive in singles, by the way. We've had questions come in for that. So, yeah, one pillow at one pillowcase at £35. Do you know what? You can just see there. I've got the white on. It looks so beautiful. It's just that lovely.
No, it doesn't. A dust mite, can I tell you, a pillow with a nice silk pillowcase on it, it's just for a person who's got allergies. This is Allergy Board approved.
Yeah.
It's just absolutely bomb-proof. It's what you should be sleeping on. If you have a child or an adult, but especially a child, any child with allergies, buy them a pillow like this. That's Allergy Board approved with a silk pillowcase. You're doing them the biggest favour you'll ever do them. I mean that, you know.
Yeah.
I have 4 sons. Martin, my third son, I have to think about that there. My third son suffers from hay fever. Right. And I remember once we were at the Royal Cornwall show and he was sleeping in a hotel and the pillow was full of feathers, and we had to end up taking him to hospital with hay fever. He could hardly breathe. Silk is the answer.
It is. It totally is. And just bear in mind, maybe you're shopping around to check prices. £35 for a AAA grade 100% Mulberry silk is really good. It's really good.
And the silk is on both sides of the pillowcase.
Of course, it's on the front and the back, because some people get caught out, and it's awful, because some people buy a pillowcase thinking they got a bargain, but it's actually just silk on one side, or it's not 100%, or it's not AAA grade, and they wonder why, am I getting the benefits? I'm not sure. Well, it could not be the real McCoy, as they say. This is the king of silks. This is AAA grade, 100% Mulberry silk on the front and on the back. For £35, it doesn't actually take much research online to realise just how good that is. So whilst it's in stock, whilst we've got Ray here, you're going to have this in a few days. Get into your basket and get your baskets checked out.
Charlie, I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, please do.
Something has just come to mind as you're talking. One or two viewers may be listening and they might think to themselves, hold on a minute. Hold on, something wrong here. Charlie's telling me this is a bargain. Raymond's telling me this is a bargain. Why are the prices so low and the quality so high? Here's the reason why. Very often when you get a product like this, a duvet or a pillow or a pillowcase, you know, when you're ready to sell it to the public, Charlie, you take it to a distributor. He then takes it to a wholesaler, and the wholesaler takes it to the retailer or the shopkeeper. Now, each one of those people add on a margin of profit. They're doing nothing wrong. They're just honest people trying to make a living. They add on a margin of profit for themselves. Now, what we have done in every country, and we trade in 37 countries, right? In every country, we only have one partner. And this country is Shop and TV. We don't supply distributors. We don't supply wholesalers. We don't supply shops at all. You can only buy this from Shop and TV or from myself. Shop and TV buy all the products from me. Now, the buyers here are good at their job. They buy lots, massive quantities. And ladies and gentlemen, Shop and TV are not a greedy company. They work on skinny margins. They're not greedy. So they buy large quantities at a very low price, and then they pass the saving on to the viewer. So that's why the price is so low. 3 different people who would normally add on a margin of profit have been wiped away from the whole scene. So you've got here something special at an affordable price. There's one way of finding out. It all sounds wonderful, I know. Really wonderful. There's one way of finding out. Buy it and try it. And all we're asking you to do is try it. If you don't like it, I keep repeating, send it back. No arguing. Phone our office. Charlie mentioned earlier, a live person will answer the telephone. You won't have to listen to Vivaldi's 4 Seasons for 20 minutes. A live person will answer the telephone. And if you don't like it, we'll refund your money the very same day that you phone up. So you have nothing to lose by trying our products.
And just look forward to experiencing the benefits. You know, it could be the case that when you get this home, when you try it for the first time, you could be having some of the best night's sleeps you've had in years. It really could be. It truly could be. Read the reviews, and we're going to try to read some more for you later. These are the pillow slips. We've got the actual Mulberry Silk pillows themselves. We've got the duvets. We've got the mattress toppers, all sorts. If I had to pick, well, the number one, I'd go for a pillow or a duvet, or maybe both. But look, have a look at the full range here on the website. So we have new viewers every single day. Very warm welcome if you just joined us. This is shopontv.co.uk. Just click that live deals button, scroll down, and you'll see all of the products here. You can even type in the item number in the search bar on the top of the website. It takes you directly to the product we're presenting to you. So yeah, just keep that in mind. It's easy to find it, easy to check out. By the way, that fan, do you work from home? We've got home offices. This isn't just a fan, it's an air cooler, right? It's got you add water into it. It's got included ice packs, so it pulls in the warm air from your room. It goes through various different filters and circulations, and it releases ice cold air. Guys, this is refreshing. It can give you that relief. I think it looks quite stylish too, actually. Joe, for £89.99, I mean, you see the money people spend on fans. I've saw one for like £300-400, and it looked good. It looked like something from space. But all it's doing is blowing warm air back around. But this is cool air that it's cycling through it. It releases that ice cool air. Experience it for £89.99, and if your budget doesn't allow for that all at once, you can spread the cost interest-free using PayPal Pay in 3. Joe, we are busy though, and this show is all about helping you keeping cool during moments like this. It's been hot during this heat wave. I mean, I love the heat, but not always at night if you can't sleep. If you wake up groggy, it's not ideal, is it? But this is all about helping you, your family, get that restorative night sleep. Right. We need to go back to what I think is the king of, not just duvets, the king of this show. If I had to pick like a headliner for this live show, we're here on ITV1 and STV until 3 a.m. It's going to be this, the duvets. Right, now at the moment, we've got the UK sizes in stock. They're all UK sizes, the single, the double, the king or the super king. Half of the entire stock's gone. Half it's gone. I don't know when we're going to be back with this, hopefully soon, but I literally can't make those promises because of the heat, because of the time of the year, these Mulberry Silk duvets are in high demand. Now, the single, £169, lowered by £30 to £139. Do you want a double? Do you want a double for your guest room, for your in-laws? It's normally £239. It's now lowered by £60 to £179. The king, £259. It's lowered to £199. The Super King, £279. But how about paying this? Save £60, it's £219. Whichever option you choose, you can have it on PayPal Pay in 3. It'll be delivered to your door in a few days via DPD. And the first night you experience the double duvet, or whichever size for that matter, a Mulberry Silk Duvet, you're bound to be blown away by your temperature first and foremost. People say they just feel right. They're never too hot in the summer. They're never too cold in the winter. It's your all year round duvet. It's machine washable. You don't worry about tog ratings, nothing like that. That's for synthetic fibres and other duvets. That's irrelevant with Mulberry Silk. This is AAA grade Mulberry Silk, and they say the best silk the money can buy, the king of silks. We got queues on the phones. Just to give you a heads up here, we can see you on our system. We are going to get to you. Dial the number though, 0333 241 241. But if you can't go to the website, you find it's the quickest way to order. Half of the stock has gone, as I say. Are you awake now? What is the time? It's 28 minutes past 2 in the morning, right? Are you awake, flicking through the channels because you're too hot? Do you know what? How have you slept the last few nights? Are you feeling a bit groggy? Has your Lord been on the phone? Have you spoken to your mum today thinking, oh, darling, I can't cope with the heat. Oh, I can't cope. Maybe people, I know people actually, some relatives who actually dread this time of the year because, they worry about getting that sleep. You know, and I find my mood changes if I don't sleep very well. I just a bit groggy. My memories, I just not firing on all cylinders. And no matter what it is you're doing, whether you've got that busy day at work or if it's just your day with the grandkids or, maybe you've been saving up for that holiday, but then you've got that early morning flight and maybe you don't sleep and then the first day you're tired. Honestly, sleep can be a pain, quite frankly. It really can be. We need it, though, don't we? There's lots of factors, though, that determine a good night's sleep. One of them is comfort. So if it's just one factor that we can all work together now and get ticked off, then that's really, really good news. It's money very well spent. Well, if this is the thing that you buy that gives you or your other half or both of you or your kids or your parents that restorative night's sleep, because if it is, you're going to look back and think that's the best thing that I bought for myself. You could and do you know what? People have emailed in saying you won't regret it. One of the best things I've ever bought. It could well be the thing for you. I don't need to pressure. I just know. I just know what people think about Mulberry Silk. I've seen the reviews. I've spoken to people who have reaped the benefits of this, and nothing but praise. Right, discounts. They're in stock. Absolutely run for it. Add it to your basket and start checking out. Should we go back to Ray? Because we've got so much to talk about, because this is not just a duvet. What do you have a favourite thing about this? Do you know what would be your headliner for recommending Mulberry Silk?
The headliner, well, I think... No, that's a question I haven't been asked for a long time. Let me think before I answer. Right. I think the main advantage of Mulberry Silk, from a health angle, is hygienic, because you can wash it as often as you want. You can keep it fresh. It's allergy board approved. Now, when you say it's allergy board approved, people might think, what does that mean exactly? Well, it means purely and simply this, that the average duvet has an awful lot going on inside it, living and dying. The average duvet at any given time has 1 million dust mites in it. Now, Charlie, there's a clue in the name, dust. When I die, I turn to dust, and so do they. And they only live for 10 weeks. So in a year, the average duvet will have at least 5 million dust mites in it.
Wow.
Right? What passes through the body before they die. So you're sleeping under a duvet. Some people are sleeping under a duvet 15, 20 years old. You can imagine what's living inside.
When did you last wash it?
Well, you can't wash them. They won't fit in the...
of course,
No. And secondly, you have to pay to have them dry cleaned. Now, these you can wash as often as you want. The largest one we make is a Super King. It weighs just under 3 kilos. It'll fit in any standard UK machine. So the biggest selling point of it is simple. We're stressing here this morning because of the hot weather how it keeps you cool in the really hot weather. But we must also remind you, it will keep you warm in the cold weather, because we live in a very cold country. This hot spell is relatively unusual, but it reverses, warm in the winter and cool in the summer. The top cover Egyptian cotton, the filling long fibre AAA grade Mulberry silk, Allergy Board approved, 10-year warranty, money back guarantee. These are all the advantages of silk. Keeps you warm in the winter, cool in the summer. You know, here's something that might interest the viewer. We exhibit, this is a little something we do when we're at an outdoor event.
Yeah.
Today actually, we're at the Bath and West Agricultural Show. It's a farming show at Shepton Mallet.
Oh, fun.
Now, the farming shows start 7 o'clock in the morning. Farmers are hard-working people.
Absolutely.
They get out of bed early. So they're at the show 7 o'clock in the morning, and they go on till about 7 o'clock at night. Right. Now, let's say this hot spell we have had.
Yeah.
Right. Our duvet is lying out on display from 7 o'clock in the morning in this blinding heat in the open. A customer comes up, we've got a duvet lying, a pillow lying beside it, and we say to the customer, maybe it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, keeps you warm in the winter, cool in the summer. And sometimes they look at you with a quizzical look and they say, are you sure?
Yeah.
And we say, just put your hand in that duvet that's been lying in the heat for 7 or 8 hours.
Well, yeah.
And it feels cool. And they're defeated.
Really?
And they buy one instantly.
Yeah, I bet.
Because
I don't doubt
it
it.
just backs up everything we are saying. As soon as you touch it, it feels cool. It's not mythical. It's not something we're making up. That duvet has been lying in the blinding sun for 7 or 8 hours. Should be boiling hot, but it's not, because it's packed with silk, which is a low conductor of heat, because it's wrapped up in the most famous fabric in the world, Egyptian cotton. This is a special product at a very affordable price. Buy it and try it. 10-year warranty.
10-year warranty. You've got absolutely nothing to lose. And I'm honestly going to sit here and confidently say it could be the best duvet you'll ever buy. If for whatever reason it isn't for you, you can return it. Absolutely you can. But the thing is, whilst it's in stock, whilst you're saving a lot of money and whilst it's so hot, I honestly think this is the perfect time for this show. It's the perfect time to try it and see how you get on with it. I've never heard of anyone who's bought a Mulberry Silk Duvet and thought, not for me. I've never met
Charlie,
one.
something
But
else
never
we
met a
haven't
person.
mentioned. Sometimes I mention this, sometimes I don't. But I'll mention it tonight. Anybody who has a member of the family who's bedbound, please think of buying themselves one of these duvets. My wife is bedbound at the moment, and she's in a bad way. And people who are bedbound find it hard just to turn over in bed. They have to have help. If they're lying in the one position, they get bed sores, they sweat and they overheat. Just remember this: silk wicks away 30% of its own weight in moisture or sweat. Check that on a computer. It's not ridiculous sales talk. People who are bedbound, obviously they eat in bed, they sleep in bed, obviously, they have their hair washed in bed, they have body washes. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a medical practitioner, but what I am going to say next, you have to remember that. I'm just giving you my opinion. People who are bedbound, if they sweat and they overheat, they get bed sores. I'm not saying this will stop them, but it will help tremendously. So if you have any member of your family who's bedbound, do them a favor, try one of these duvets. It'll make the most amazing difference to their comfort. They'll get a better night's sleep, a dry night's sleep. They won't overheat, they won't sweat. And if a little accident does happen, you can have it off the bed, you can wash it quickly, have it in the machine, any standard machine, dry it quickly. You never have to pay £25, £30 to have it dry cleaned. It's a bargain.
And this is, and once you've got it for years and years to come. I haven't thought about that. If someone is resting up or maybe recovering, yeah, especially during the day, that's when it can get really hot, isn't it? That's going to be really beneficial. Do you need the single, the double, the king, or the super king? The standard UK sizes, whichever one you need, get as many as you want for your family. If you've got spare rooms, maybe you've got like a futon or a sofa bed, or maybe a guest house, you know, or maybe you've got Airbnb. You know, you want your guests to have really good night's sleeps. You want to get those good reviews. It could well lead to that. So yeah, 3 payments of £47.98. Right, 212998. I've just been told we've now reached one of the busiest parts of the show. Right, over 55% of the stock's gone. You can tell I was just checking that. I went, wow, because I know how much we had. Over 55% has gone. Well done if you've got this. If you're one of the many individuals who's just checked out, you've saved money, you're going to have this in a few days, and you're about to discover the benefits of Mulberry Silk. We've got the duvets, we've also got the pillows. Now, if you're new to shop with us, my name is Charlie. We're here live on your screens with Ray. You may be watching us online on YouTube. The chances are you could be watching us on ITV1. You might be watching us up in Scotland on STV, wherever you're watching from. Thanks so much for joining us. We're here every single day, just after the last programme, shortly after midnight. So always watch us if you can. We've got so many shows coming for you. But Mulberry Silk is actually one of our busiest shows that we do here, because people want that comfort. It's so important to get that good night's sleep. People crave that, and that's really what we can help with here. Well, how do you buy? Well, go to the website if you can do, shopontv.co.uk. Click that button there, live on air, scroll down, and you'll see everything Ray and I are presenting to you now. We've got the duvets, and when you select the size, it's just a drop-down menu. You just select the size you want, add to your basket. In fact, we can see it right there. Select option, add to basket, and then you can check out literally in minutes. Now, when you go to check out, you've got a few options. You can set up an account with us, or if you don't want to do any of that, you just check out as a guest, whichever's best for you. So, yeah, look, wherever's quick. I'm aware it's late and, well, early in the morning. So there you go. Create your account, or if you're one of our many returning customers, thank you as always. You can sign in. But, yeah, if you just want to check out as a guest, go to the bottom bit, then that's it. Job done then. If you want to use PayPal, you absolutely can. If you want PayPal Pay in 3, yes, you can do that. And you'll still get that brilliant, brilliant saving. We have still got queues on the phones. We can see you, we know you're there. I think since we went live, or when we joined ITV, we're getting queues on the phones because people are warm. They want that cooling benefit of Mulberry Silk because it's naturally a low conductor of heat. That's why summer is a very... Do you know what? When we get heat waves, when it's really particularly cold, they're both particularly busy times for our Mulberry Silk offerings. So there we go. Shop online on the website. There's your PayPals. Which size do you need? But, do you know, we talked about the Mulberry Silk. This is AAA grade Mulberry Silk. We talked about Mulberry Silk. We have been focusing a lot, Ray, on long fibre.
Yeah.
What's the long fibre bit all about? Why is that crucial?
Well, long fibre, the reason why the long fibre is important is once we insert the silk into the duvet, we can then manufacture it in a fashion that the silk doesn't move. If it was little pieces of silk, scrap silk, tussa silk, raw silk, wild silk, you just throw it in the duvet in a haphazard fashion, and the duvet, when you wash it, would change shape. It would clump up. Now, that's a little cocoon there, look. I'll put it on my finger.
It's a beautiful white.
Right, yes. Now, that little cocoon, Charlie, on that cocoon, there is over 1 mile of silk. 1 mile of silk fibre. Now, in the average duvet, there's at least 6,000 of those cocoons. How we get the silk, I'll run through it quickly. We place a silkworm in a metal tray, roughly the size of this bed. We place the tray containing the worm into a darkened room. We keep it there for 35, 36 days. And we feed the worm exclusively on mulberry leaves. Now, there's 3 different colours of mulberry leaves, red, black and white. If you feed the worm in the red and black, you get a very high quality mulberry silk. If you feed the worm in the white fruit or leaf, you get AAA grade mulberry, the highest grade, the best. Now the problem is, and there's always problems when you manufacture, the problem is quite simple. The tree that provides the white mulberry leaf only grows in any commercial quantity in central and eastern China. So we constantly run out of AAA grade mulberry silk. And when we do, we stop manufacturing. We don't add inferior fibers. And just to prove our point, every duvet we sell, on the edge of it, you have a small zip. That zip is there for one reason, so the customer can unzip it and check the quality of the silk. Very often what companies do, they get cotton polyester and they mix it in with the silk. It's usually 20% silk and 80% polyester. They do this to get a higher profit. Now, everything we are offering is made by the official Mulberry Silk Company. Our head office is in Vancouver, and we trade internationally all over the world. So you are buying from the official Mulberry Company. There are no inferior fibers in this. Unzip it, check it out for yourself. So you see, this duvet really is something very, very special. It'll keep you warm in the winter, really warm, and it will keep you lovely and cool in the summer. People say to me very often, how is that possible? The honest answer is, I don't know. The only person that knows, one person, Mother Nature. She's had the secret under lock and key for 5,000 years. It's a simple fact of life. Silk reverses. And when you buy this duvet, you don't need one for the winter and one for the summer. We guarantee it for 10 years. It's an all-weather duvet. The duvets we have in my bed at home are 36, 37 years old. My wife washes them on average 3, sometimes 4 times a year. Wash them a cold wash, 30 degrees, tumble dry or line dry. Coming back to Charlie's question, why is it important to have the long fibre? Because the silk is so long, we can stitch it around the perimeter. Now it's anchored. It can take 2 skilled operators over a day to make one duvet.
Wow.
Once it's anchored, they can pull it towards themselves and put these cassettes in, these box cassettes. So now the silk can't move. So when you sleep under it, it is a cocoon fibre. It's designed to form a cocoon around you and sit. It doesn't move. You don't waken up at 4 o'clock in the morning, one leg dangling out the bed, backside sticking out the duvet. It stays where it should be, over you, protecting you from all this bad in the middle of the night. Warm in the winter, cool in the summer, 10-year warranty, money-back guarantee. We estimate this duvet will last you the best part of your adult life. Allergy board approved. Wonderful, no dust mites at all in silk. So
because dust mites, they need moisture to survive. Mulberry silk it's too
Bone
dry.
dry,
So
yeah.
And actually, on that note, I know bacteria needs moisture to grow. So if it doesn't log and hold on to moisture, less bacteria then, isn't it?
none.
None. So none.
That's not me saying that, Charlie. That's not you saying it. That's the United Kingdom Allergy Board. Every bedding company in Britain would love to have this Allergy Board certificate.
I bet. Yeah.
The Allergy Board in Britain are based in Warwick University. Now, they're very difficult people to satisfy. I say that as a compliment. They issue this certificate for 1 year at a time. Tells you that down at the bottom. They check constantly to make sure our premises are spotless, that we're making no false claims. If our manufacturing standards drop, this is taken away overnight. They call in unannounced. They don't phone and say, I'm coming in 10 o'clock on Tuesday morning. They just come in unannounced. We have this certificate for 35, 36 countries. We have it for Canada, USA, United Kingdom, Ireland, all of the EU countries, New Zealand and Australia. So, you know, it is something special. And all I can tell you is this. I go back to the same venues every year, selling the same product for the last 37 years. People are pleased to see me when I go back. When I book a stand, when I organize a stand at a venue, I say to the organizer, I must be in exactly the same location year in, year out, because I want the customer to know where to find me. Because 35 to 36% of all the customers I get on any given day are return customers, people who've bought an item and come back to buy a second or a third item. This is a product, once you've bought it, you're actually going to fall in love with it. One lady said to me last week when I was at the Ideal Home exhibition at the Scottish Exhibition Centre in Glasgow, she said, I've been watching you in television, on Shop and TV. She said, I've seen you at the exhibition year in, year out. She said, I bought one off you last year. She said, it's just wonderful. She said, and people always say this. She said, I wish I had bought it years ago. Everybody says that. So if you're watching on television tonight and you're a little bit undecided, if you're sitting on the fence, take the plunge. Buy it and try it. And if you don't like it, simply send it back.
Well, do you know what? There we go. So you've got absolutely nothing to lose. So are you curious how this is going to feel and help you sleep? If you are, give it a try. Give it a try. Just sleep is so important. Quite often we overlook our bedding, don't we? We know the material or the brands of our jacket or our bags or our TV, but the duvets do get overlooked, and they're absolutely crucial to getting a good night's sleep, which we need to enjoy the next day, no matter what we're doing, you know. And I think especially as we get older, you know. So they're the duvets. The duvets are one of the busiest items on the show. Well done. Right, 55%, yeah, like I said, of the stock has gone. If you do want to maybe just get one thing today, maybe working towards your budget, or maybe just been paid and you're going for a few items, I would go for these pillows. If you really want to go for it, my priorities are the duvets and the pillows. And I do love those pillowcases too. But do you know what? When it comes to pillows, this could be the only pillow you need to buy, because this is a Mulberry Silk pillow. And you know, it just feels right. It's not too lofty. It feels that, you know, that lovely squidgy, that lovely luxurious loft where your head just sinks into it. Honestly, your head just feels cradled when you rest it down onto this pillow, whether you're a back sleeper, a side sleeper, or maybe you mix it up like I do, and who knows. But the point is, you've got that lovely, lovely Mulberry Silk that's going to keep your neck and your head nice and dry, nice and cool during these hot summer months that's coming, and nice and warm as we go into autumn and winter. Like with the duvet, it's your all-year-round duvet. This is your all-year-round pillow. And at the moment, it's discounted. Normally, it should be £60, but because we get through a lot of stock quickly, we're able to get the prices low. You're saving £20 if you go for one of these pillows, or 3 payments of £14.98. So it's 654-433. I know it's late. Joy, if you are looking to check out and maybe try and get some sleep, go to the website, shopandtv.co.uk, type in the item number, it takes you straight to this, and then you can check out securely. You know what? We've had some questions come in. David's wondering, hello David, can we tumble dry the pillows and the duvet?
Yes, absolutely, no problem, David, no problem whatsoever. This one I'm holding up is the pillow here is the one I sleep on at home. It's 6 years old. It's been slept on by me for 17 to 18,000 hours. I've washed it, well I haven't, my wife has, on average, I would say 20 to 25 times. Right. David, when you wash it, it simply cannot. Look, I'm going to show you. It cannot clump up or lose shape. It really is a top quality product. All I'm asking you to do, David, is look at it. Ask yourself this simple question. The pillow you're sleeping on at home, if you'd washed it 20, 25 times, if it was 6 years old, would it look as perfect as this. The reason why this pillow looks wonderful is made from the most famous fabrics in the world, Egyptian cotton and silk. You simply can't get better. In the middle, cut it open, you have a little pocket of fibre to give you support for your neck and shoulder, but it's packed with silk, and it tells you here on the label exactly what's in it. You're buying something special, and it will be in my opinion, the best pillow you've ever bought.
Yeah.
You know, I always, David, I'll just finalize by saying, I always judge any product I sell in television, and I've been selling in television for 50 years, just over. I judge the success of any product, not on how many we sell, but on how many the public send back. Now remember, we're giving you the option to send this back and you get an instant refund. And the first 13 months we sold this pillow, we sold 86,000 pillows and we got 19 returned. That's amazing. 19 returned out of 86,000.
It's a proud moment.
People, yeah. You know, I must tell you, in our head office, we're a Canadian company in Vancouver. They were doing handstands. They were delighted.
I bet.
Yeah, because they take a pride in what they make. When we first started manufacturing 36, 37 years ago, we were a tiny little office in a back street in Vancouver. We were naive. We didn't know any better. But we had one thing at the back of our mind: make quality products. Now we export all over the world. 36, 37 different countries are delighted to have our product. We sell mountains of pillows in Britain. Every year in Britain, I mentioned this figure earlier, over 10 million cheap, nasty, horrible pillows are thrown into landfill. Every year in Britain, the British public spend over £100 million buying cheap, nasty, horrible pillows, and then they end up throwing them out. £100 million. When you buy this pillow, you're going to keep it. You're going to sleep on it. Your head's not going to get hot on it. You can wash it as often as you want. It'll be one of the best decisions you've ever made to buy this pillow, David. Don't take my word for it. Buy it and try it, and if you don't like it, send it back.
Well, there you go. Thanks very much, Ray. Thanks to everyone else, to David, and to all of your other emails. Thank you so much. And do you know what? I think a big thing for me, really, is if you are an allergy sufferer, especially when it comes to pillows, we don't want dust mites around where we breathe in, because quite often it's dust mites themselves can, or the poop they leave behind, it's their dead skin that can cause flare-ups. Do you know, you don't want it anywhere around your hair, your skin, where you breathe in, by your nose, by your mouth. Well, dust mites cannot survive on Mulberry Silk, and you can machine wash this, like Ray's just said. So I think allergy sufferers, this is a must. Do you wake up with a bit of a clammy neck? Do you know what? Does your hair, back of your head, feel a little bit wet in the middle of the night? Oh, it's not comfortable, is it? If that's the case, try Mulberry Silk. It's going to keep you nice and cool, nice and dry through the summer, and nice and cosy warm in the winter. And that's why we say this could be the best pillow that you could buy. 3 payments of £14.98. So it's just, literally all it is today to get one of these home. £40.98, that's it. Second and final payment, £40.98 in a month's time. And then after that, your third and final payment of the same value. So, yeah, 654-433. We've literally got just over 5 minutes, actually, on the show. Got 4 minutes on the show. So do check out your baskets. If you just flicked on, if you're working towards a budget at the moment and you just want to get started on your Mulberry Silk journey to reap the benefits around your head, your neck, then go for a pillow. You're going to save £20. Do dial the number 03333 241 241. You speak to somebody live on the phone, but like I said, if you can't go on the website, because I've got some cues online, go to the website. It's the quickest way to order. So when you first go on the website, in case you need to shop with us, hello, very warm welcome. Just click that button there, live on it. Scroll down, and you'll see the full range of products that Ray and I are presenting to you live in the early hours of this morning. Yeah, we've also got Mulberry Silk Duvets, various different UK sizes available. We've got the mattress topper, because you might like your mattress already, you might find it comfortable, but you want to get that lovely, cooling, luxurious feel of Mulberry Silk. Go for a mattress topper. But for me, the priorities would be, probably in this order, the duvet, the pillow, and I'd go for the silk pillowcases, because honestly, it's 100% AAA grade Mulberry Silk. This is the real deal we're talking about. They say this is the best silk that money can buy, because there are very different grades, aren't there? This is the AAA grade. And there are companies out there that can mix it, that do mix it with other materials. But this is 100%
I know we're
Mulberry
very short of time. Just let me warn the public. In Britain, you can sell a product with a silk label on it, and it has as little as 10% silk in it.
Shocking, yeah.
Everything we're selling is made by the official Mulberry company. Read the label on all of our products. There are no inferior fibres mixed in with it. This is the real McCoy. You're getting the best of the best. And all I can tell you is this: when you do buy these products, you're going to love them.
Yeah, you're going to absolutely love them, aren't you? I think so. Joe, we've got about a minute and a half left. Again, if you are on the phones, we will get to you. Maybe you're watching us on +1 on ITV. Just check the stock on the website, because we've been exceptionally busy. It's worth checking, okay, because some may bounce back, some may be hanging on in there. But if you want the single, that's very, very busy when it comes to the duvets. The pillows are, honestly, I just wish you could feel. You know, it's just that luxurious, that loft where your head just sinks into it. But for me, personally, honestly, we used to wake up with a bit of a sweaty neck. You know, if you get a little bit damp, this is bound to keep you dry even through the hottest of summer nights. So have you been struggling to get that good sleep over the past few days? You know, it's only May. Yeah, it's only May. This is designed to regulate your temperature. Well, what a show. It's been brilliant. Thank you so much for your company. I hope you've enjoyed it. And, you know, I'm sure that all of you who have got this home, you've saved money, and just look forward to the day this arrives for that first night's sleep. Ray, thank you so much. It's been absolutely brilliant. Thank you.
Thank you to all the viewers for their orders they've placed. They'll be sent out 9 o'clock this morning.
There you go.
DPD, well, 24-hour delivery.
Thanks very much to Ray, and thanks to you at home.